Push the buttons.
Welcome to the Red 5 Taverns, Tales from the Bounty Board, a price paid, part 2, because we like the French around here. Under the galaxy-wide banner, everyone loves the French, under the galaxy-wide banner of the Red 5 Network. And tonight, we have the pleasure of playing with Kelly, who is playing Kayleesha. We have Tina playing Venestra. We've got DB playing Irshc. We've got Tom playing Eldrin and Trixus. Welcome, everybody. Hope you had a great day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And welcome to the finale of A Price Paid. So let's do a little quick recap. Last week, there was no coffee. So worst way to start a game. No coffee.
Yeah. Dags finally got around to it.
He did. He brewed the best cup ever. Well, I don't think he rolled a 20, but we had a tale about a stripper pole, which was very interesting. So you may want to go back and rewatch that last week's episode just for that itself. It's quite entertaining. But unfortunately, Kark and Crack were beaten to a pulp. And the group was convinced, quote unquote, to report to the High Captain of the Protectorate, Ronald Gilbo.
Ronald.
Dildo seconds.
You broke the DM.
Dildo seconds. Wow.
I can't.
He presented them with the pardon, which would be given upon the remittance of the infamous talisman and an item of interest. The item of interest is going to change hands tomorrow night at the Boar's Head Lodge from a Thieves Guild member to buyers from the ship Furion. Irshc is inside the lodge, having already spotted the buyers. Trixus just arrived at the lodge with Kira and sees Irshc. Kayleesha and Doran, or Bob, as we all know and love him now, return to the Longhouse for some much-needed protection.
With sprinkles around in my pouch.
Oh, yes, that's right. So let's start with Kira. Let's start with Kayleesha. You're at the Longhouse. You just returned with Doran/Bob.
Right. Well, Sprinkles fell asleep in my little wolf pouch on the way back with Doran, with Jim Bab. And so I took off my little pouch. I went up and I saw Vader and I gave him a nice little pat and let him know that I was home. And he looked up from his bed and he yawned. Then he did a little wolfy smile and it was clear that he wanted to go back and take a nap again. So I just left the pouch with Sprinkles in it with Vader and told those two good night, have a nice sleep. Then I went downstairs to the main hall. In front of the fireplace, I found Venestra.
Woo-hoo!
And I want to know, where have you been in the past day and a half?
Are you my mom? For Christ's sake.
Venestra, there was no coffee yesterday. Irshc was gone. Or not Irshc. Crack was gone. And Kark. Everybody...
Don't you know how natural methods to get caffeine?
Natural methods.
What does that even mean?
Woods. There's got to be something out. There's something out in the woods. You could easily get a good old high from something out there if you need some energy. You've gone soft, Kayleesha, relying on these human comforts.
Which one is the coffee tree?
Yes. It's planted right beside the money tree.
It exists in this world.
Kayleesha just rolls her eyes and she fills Venestra in on the past day and a half. I introduce Doran to Venestra and say, "Hey, this is Jim Bob," and I yell for Dags, like, "Dags, Dags, wake up! I got a friend for you, Dags.
What's going on, Kayleesha?
This is Jim Bob. He's a little friend of ours. He needs to be hidden. Can you please help us?"
Bob, what's your story?
I'm part of an unknown grouping of doppelgangers who are tasked with missions from leaders in the town of Tempest Bay, and I was discovered by your group and somewhat protected by them, and I feel indebted. However, I must say that I am a marked being at this point. I will not last the day. They will find me, and I will be killed. And you see, once he says that, he looks around, noticing that there's not many people here. He sits down, and in a sort of a painful expression, but almost like a relief impression, his skin disappears, and what's left is this being of dark black, purplish skin color and pearlish eyes. And he says, "This is my true nature. I could not show it to you in the town. I saved every last ounce of strength that I had to keep it, because if more saw me, the quicker I would be dead. But I need help to be protected. I no longer have the energy to pretend."
Okay, so I assume this is like a standard doppelganger?
Yes.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, just picture like the aliens from the movie Signs, and that is a doppelganger. He kind of like tilts his head a little bit at when he says an unknown group, and he casually kind of like rubs the back of his head, letting like his sleeve fall down, like exposing his tattoo to see if he reacts to the symbol.
He does.
Okay, so that's what he thought. Kayleesha, where's the rest of the gang?
Trix and Kira were with Irshc at the Boar's Head in town.
All right. Bob and I have some conversating we need to do in private. It's probably best that you retrieve everyone and we gather for a game plan.
Okay. So I just walk into town again and go to the Boar's Head and grab everybody.
Okay.
So you're walking through the eastern part, right, of the town.
Yeah.
And you notice that, first of all, it's wonderful that you're being able just to be able to walk around and not have to worry about, your precarious situation. And you just start to mark, sort of things like some of the small businesses and some of the landmarks in this area of town, just so you can start to get familiar with it, because the entire, like you're going to get familiar with it eventually, but yes, so you start to pick things out.
Yes.
Okay. Back at Trix and Irshc.
Yep.
Trix, he sees Irshc and he motions for him to come over to him because he notices that the people we're looking for are not in the immediate room.
Okay. I'm going to let Trix know that, hey, listen, there's two guys here. Got to be the buyers. Tried getting in with them, but I just think they want to be left alone, maybe. Or I'm just not the guy to approach how I'm looking, and maybe a little smell. I don't know.
Did you get a good description of them at least? Do we know who we're looking for?
Well, when he first saw them, he was able to tell.
Well, I'm just asking, like, if he saw
I
them.
got you.
Yeah. So I kind of described the two of them to Trixus, and let them know that after approaching them, they went upstairs. I don't know if it's like a private area upstairs. I'm guessing. I haven't really. I didn't want to go up and scare him off.
Okay, Trixus, he's gonna just kind of peek up the steps, see if he can see anything, and up that. He's not gonna like go up the steps or anything, but he's kind of just peeking up and seeing if he can see anything.
You sort of look up the stairs, and it's the floor up. It's nothing too remarkable. You do notice that one of the servers that's near on the other side of the staircase, sort of cleaning up one of the tables, looks over at you, and he looks over at the bartender behind you. But you don't see. I mean, it's just doors at that point. At the top of the stairs, it's just doors. And Irshc saw them walking up the stairs, but past the door, so they didn't go in the door.
Okay. Irshc, I think it's best if we regroup and make a plan before just barging in. As I remember, Reinhold told us that we're not to be murdering people in town.
Yeah, we want to keep it quiet. I think we can get a plan together, find a way to get with these guys, and maybe we could do this bloodless if we play our cards right.
I think so. I got a bit of a plan together already, but let's regroup at the Longhouse and let's get this ball rolling.
Did I reach the Boar's Head yet to tell these guys that Dax needs them to come home?
You do, but sitting outside the Boar's Head is a red dragon, legendary. Just kidding.
Coming out with the big guns.
It just happened. I don't know where it came from.
He's just sitting there talking to a Tarrasque, no
he's
big deal.
He's having a cigarette. It's all right. He's just chilling out. He's having a smoke break.
Charming half the town. They've all got pitchforks and torches. No, so you are walking up towards the lodge. Sorry, and about to go in, and you see Trixus and Irshc walking out.
Okay, so if we bump into her, then I'm just gonna wave her down, like, oh hey, over here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just look at me like that, like? This is very awkward.
Apparently, Irshc's smell has rubbed off on Trixus. So,
Well, you are like a little wee one saying, "Hey, come here."
I'm sitting on top of Belvedere. I am eye level to you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're still cute and little, sitting on a big furry dog. I mean, it's
He's scaly. He's a hellhound. Anyway,
Venestra thinks he's cute.
You see Trixus. He's like scrawling something on a piece of parchment and hands it to you, and he says, "It's very important. You get all of these items and meet us back at the Longhouse."
You got it. Dax needs all you guys to go home now. He needs to talk to you about Jim Bob.
Roger that. We're heading there now. We'll meet you there.
He's just been renamed to Roger now, probably.
So I go shopping for the items on the scroll, and I come back to the Longhouse. I get there about 20 minutes after Trixus.
Well,
I'm good like that.
Let's see here.
Or do I have to take my time shopping? Because
you don't know where the you don't know exactly where the but you find it. It's not like it's going to take you 6 hours. So
yeah.
You start to. You're actually. It's helping because you're now starting to map the Tempest Bay, because what's it called? What's the stupid word? I wrote it and I can't even remember it now. I wanted to all sound all smooth. The Alchemists. Thank you. The Alchemist shop is over on the rich side, so you have to walk over there.
Okay.
But you start to notice like a church, and you see the Protectorate camp, and all these different things. So you're making some good plans of the city, but you get what you find the alchemist and you get what you need.
Nice.
Okay.
And she had money, right?
Yes, I
Trix
handed
did give
her
you
money.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was wrapped up in the scroll.
Sure.
No,
Okay.
it's gold pieces.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a you got a pouch with a scroll.
Yeah.
You got a pouch with some jingle
Pouch and
jangles.
scroll.
The old pouch and scroll.
I'm right out and say it.
They have creams for that, you know.
I got a pouch right here.
Oh,
Great, just match your bag of holding.
that's Dragon Buddy's pouch.
Book leather or just regular leather? Yeah. All right. So okay.
Irshc
So
and
you get
I
your
are
stuff.
not a thing in Dungeons and Dragons. He's a little smelly. I still need to figure him out.
Please, Kayleesha. Oh Lord, you would still love the old smelly one. Come on now.
All right. So you get your stuff and you head back to the longhouse, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
We're all gonna meet back there.
okay. So uneventfully, you go out and you buy your stuff, and you make your way back to the longhouse.
Okay. So back at the longhouse, you can see Trixus has one of those big dining hall tables, like completely cleared off, and he's got huge pieces of parchments, and he's like viciously scrawling things across the paper, drawing little doodles, and like making maps of from what he was able to see from the boar's head.
Wow.
So talented.
Yeah.
Are we all back at the longhouse now?
Yeah, Kayleesha's back. Yes.
Kayleesha, were you able to retrieve all the items?
Yes. Here you go.
Now it's sort of mid-afternoon, so it was
Okay.
just early afternoon, so like 3:00
Okay.
ish at this point. Just to give you guys some timestamps here.
Okay. So at this point, we have everybody, including Bob and Dags, in the dining hall, and Trixus is going to start running down the game plan here. He says, "Well, I'm very versed in the arts of seduction and tactical gambling, I should say, and." So what I need is for myself, Trixus, and I'm going to go upstairs, not as myself, and I am going to get these guys riled up. Irshc, did you happen to get any names or anything like that?
I did not.
Okay, so we don't have any. So he's just kind of drawing out like one of those like the police sketches, and he's going to try to describe as best as he can to Trix, like make like a portrait of each one of these two guys that are upstairs. And at this point, he's going to lay out the plan. Like he's going to go upstairs and try to get these guys into a jovial mood. At which point, we're going to try to sedate them, and in their place go to the meeting of the Thieves Guild and retrieve the scroll in the place of the merchants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trix.
Hey, just a second. Irshc, can you roll a perception?
Sure. 18. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, perception. I got no modifier. So, yeah, 18.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. So when you're sort of sitting there thinking really, really hard, and everyone smells the balsa wood cooking at this point, you remember that the guy who looked like was the leader, at least the guy in charge, because the other one was looking at him. He's got this really fine, manicured sort of beard, like like a beard, but like it's not waxed or anything like that, but it's definitely more refined than the rest of it. So, and the other guy didn't have a beard. So
Okay.
you can relay that to
I can
Trixus.
relay that to Trix and everyone.
Okay.
So we have one guy with a beard and one
who
guy
we
without a
believe
beard.
is the leader.
So above the guy with the beard, I just write in big letters, leader.
So, Trix,
What's up?
how are we? I mean, I understand that you're going to go back to the Boar's Head and you're going to seduce them or whatever it is that
Well,
you do.
not so much me. You guys are gonna seduce them.
Us?
Yes.
Oh.
And he hands one of the potions of disguise self to Kayleesha.
Isn't this more of a Venestra thing?
Well, she'll be there too.
Listen,
Great.
listen, if you guys are nervous, does anyone have a spell that maybe could, I don't know, change my form and I could go with you and we could keep you safe?
It's funny you should say that, Irshc, because if I remember, Kayleesha's been doing some studying on her spells.
Yeah,
Do you know polymorphism?
I learned polymorph when I was on my retreat over Yule break.
Yes.
I'm thinking,
By the way, Irshc, I also would like to tell you that you clearly remember that the henchman, the one who wasn't in charge, was definitely not carrying a glass of wine. So just note to Venestra on that one.
gotcha.
Say that again.
He was not carrying a glass of wine or a flask of alcohol of any sort
Okay.
while on duty.
Well,
Venestra will be straight.
So
that's the one without the beard, you said. What would
Yes.
most likely to us, we would see as leader henchman.
Yes.
kind of thing. All right.
all right. Can't I just stand on the outside and
We need
just-
everybody on deck here, including you, Kayleesha.
Listen,
Kayleesha,
I'll go with
you
you.
can do this.
Fine, I can do
but
this.
All I ask for is for some very large boobs.
You're getting ahead of yourself there, Irshc. So at this point, I'm going to ask Kayleesha to go ahead and disguise self into something a little more seductive.
Okay. Venestra, can I borrow one of your dresses and a pair of pumps, please?
Oops.
I think I can look into my closet and manage
Sure,
to have
sure,
something for
sure.
you.
You're gonna give me like a plaid mini skirt, aren't you?
You're lucky if
Okay.
it's not sheer.
Here goes.
There you
I
go.
got my.
So while you guys
All
are
right.
talking, the door
Uh-huh.
to the longhouse bursts open, and in walks this little character,
Uh-oh.
decked out in green. Says, "Aye, what a wonderful day it is! Might you have a place to rest my shillelagh? I
The-
would have a bit of a time throat."
Dagon immediately raises a fiery hand and tells the guy to piss off.
Wait, no, do it in your voice. Do it in the Dag voice. And like his eyes gloss over in black.
All right.
Be gone, little man. Otherwise, I shall incinerate you.
Wow, never has an Irishman been treated so unfairly. It's not like I'm wearing orange or anything. Fine, I'll take me pints and go away far. He bursts out the door and runs away.
Anyway.
That was for Nicole. She actually suggested it would be fun to see a leprechaun pop in for St. Patty's Day. So guess what? We just had a leprechaun pop in
Cheers.
for St. Patty's Day.
Yay.
I think it's great.
And promptly fucked off politely.
Go fuck off somewhere.
All right, Kayleesha, what form do you take?
Okay, I'm still an elf, but now I have black hair instead of silver, and now my eyes are emerald green instead of crystal blue.
Okay. So, are you still a moon elf? It's probably best
Oh,
you
yeah, I'm
change
still
a
a moon elf.
race completely.
We gotta hide ourselves.
I
Yeah,
don't want to change my race.
it's temporary. It's temporary.
Just hide your pointy ears. You'll be fine.
You
Fine.
Where'd you go?
You could be a wood elf or something. You could still be an elf.
Oh no,
No.
not a wood elf. She'd be too dirty for that.
I'm a human now.
Okay, so as Kayleesha takes her human form, Trix is gonna go over to Kayleesha and like wave her down to like whisper something in her ear.
Okay.
So he whispers something into her ear, and then like is like pointing at Irshc, and then like go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'm casting polymorph on Irshc.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And now Irshc has these gigantic double Ds. He's got blue hair and green eyes. And he no longer smells.
That takes most of your concentration from the spell, by the way.
Yep. And what race did you go with?
Irshc is a really tall
Oh my good God!
troll.
I love it. I love it.
Luchador!
With blue hair and green eyes.
Call me Urshina.
Oh my God!
I'm definitely gonna have to say that he is a female orc at this point.
Okay, he's an orc.
Oh god.
I'll rock your world.
Wow. I don't think.
Okay, so after Trix gets back off the floor from laughing so hard, he's going to nod at Venestra and ask her to take her form as well.
Venestra has decided to slum it as a human.
Okay.
And I know. I did decide I'm going to slum it as a human. And Venestra decided that she wants long platinum blonde hair, blue eyes, and she's got an outfit to kill.
Okay.
Corset, bodysuit, sheer fishnet stockings, black stiletto heels, sheer red wraparound skirt with a slit all the way up the thigh. She is ready for seduction.
Perfect.
Oh, lick a my shillelagh.
Lady of the night, Venestra.
Ooh, I love the night though, Kayleesha. Do you need? Did we decide your outfit from my closet?
Just a reminder, everyone. This is the Boar's Head Lodge and not the Birdcage, right? Just to situate that, right? Okay,
Don't you worry your pretty little head about it.
Don't worry, Charles. I might have something
in the
suitable
background you see Dags like give Venestra the finger guns with his mage hands. Nice.
I excuse myself to go into Venestra's closet and say I'll be back in like a few minutes. And then I don't come back.
Is Irshc wearing stretchy pants by any chance?
Of course I'm wearing stretch pants. You get to the fun loving faster when they're stretchy.
God, I love this so much.
Are they yoga pants, Irshc? Are they yoga pants? Are they accentuating?
They're like those. They're the yoga pants that like accentuate the butt. You know
oh yeah, the ribbed for everybody's pleasure yoga pants. Those okay.
Ribbed for everybody's pleasure pants.
I can't see past my breasts, so you gotta describe them.
It's so hot.
He's so hot right now. That Irshc is so hot right now.
Just better cool down over there.
I'm still
Oh,
in
man.
Venestra's closet. I don't want to come out.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
going to get Kayleesha out of my closet. So
Yeah. Okay. You go ahead and take care of Kayleesha. And then Trix, he's going to use his. He has a racial trait that allows him to use disguise self as well. So he is going to he's going to talk to Bob first and ask him if he is familiar with any local famous people.
So you walk over to Bob, who has regained a little bit of strength and is displaying his the form that you saw him in town. And first of all, you see he's taking notes on all of your transformations because he's damn impressed so far.
Pretty hot, Ronnie.
You also detect a tad bit of jealousy. So he says, "What type of person are you asking?"
We need someone who is in good standing with the nightlife folks. People, maybe a noble or someone who's well known for their partying.
Yeah, we are familiar with one. Multiple units have worked in and around his circles in the past. His name is Jacques Corsair. He's a youngish humanoid who has familial wealth and is easily spreads his wealth sometimes to his
Good. Okay. I just need you to take his form for a moment. Just for a moment.
Okay, so he sort of takes a deep breath and he transforms himself.
Okay, and then at that moment, Trix is going to use disguise self to turn himself into the lookalike, like a copy of Jack.
Okay.
And then he nods at Bob and returns to the waiting for Kayleesha to come back.
Kayleesha,
Venestra has a handful of my hair and she's dragging me down the stairs.
Wow, at least you're a willing participant. That's great.
Was Venestra able to slut her up a little bit more?
Yes,
Yes.
I was wearing a red plaid mini skirt and a cardigan, which Venestra ripped off of me and said, "Where the hell did you find this in my closet?" Threw it in the trash, and now I'm wearing like this midriff crap, and I'm wearing boots like the Lady of the Night wears.
she's got some hot stiletto boots and a crop top on, baby.
Perfect.
Go with that.
Ready?
skirt.
She sounds ready for the Red Torch District.
You guys feel pretty? Because I feel pretty.
I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed.
We're
All
ready
right,
for the red light special, baby.
So at this point, Trix is gonna walk over to Dags and Bob and explain to them that they're gonna be needed as well on this mission. And then he's gonna turn around and give Irshc a big slap on the ass, and he's gonna walk out the door.
That guy more and more every day.
Okay. So Kark comes out from preparing for morning.
He is gonna be
What?
so confused.
He looks all at you. He recognizes no one except for Dags, right? Because Dags isn't.
Yeah, no.
Where
That Dags
has
is.
where have all the gone? Who are these people?
He doesn't say anything, just winks at him and leaves out with Trix.
And so he does a 180 and walks back into the kitchen.
He said, "I'm not my circus, not my monkeys today."
It's- All right, so we're heading back to the Boar's Head.
Okay.
So you guys are just walking this, right? So
Yeah.
this gaggle of
I'm
So
strutting in
you
my
see this,
stilettos.
you see like this regal guy like with like some fancy noble wear and 3 of his like fancy ladies of the night, and then behind them is Dags and Bob. Bob is also I asked him to take a form of like a commoner, like a wealthier commoner, someone who would be part of the group.
Sachet, Shante.
Remember, if you're walking in heels, isn't it heel toe, heel toe?
Yes, Venestra.
Okay, so you guys are walking back up. You come to the guard post, like at the entrance of Tempest Bay, and the 2 posted guards there are looking at you guys as you're walking sort of to this rise, and you can definitely tell that they're interested in like what's coming. Not that they're not interested about any other grouping coming, but I think the colors and the accoutrement that you guys are currently showing certainly has some extra oomph to it. And you guys walk in, no problem. And as you're walking through, one of them you hear says, "That's Corsair." "That can't be Corsair." "Wait, that is Corsair, and that must be his entourage." "Oh, I can't wait to tell the others. This is fantastic." So
he tricks as Jax like walks in very very flamboyant, like throws open the doors, kind of like waves at everybody like as if he's like a president, like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like he's making a show of it.
Okay, so there's no one in front of you, so you show that to no one.
Yeah, and he knows that there's nobody there, but he's putting on the show. And he's gonna make his way over to like the bar area where you would like maybe rent a room or something.
Well, you guys just walked into the town, so now you have to sort of walk from. You just walk by the guard posts. Yeah.
Okay.
So
These
you guys
boots are killing me.
you guys do the
Stop
walk of glam up to the.
Yeah, we're voguing the whole way.
Oh my god! So
I'm not.
several people notice you guys. Other people do notice you, and others
I'm like
don't
walking like this.
care. Are you guys like sort of
Venestra's
walking in the
strutting with
street,
her.
or are you guys walking in?
We're taking the shortest path possible.
Okay, so you guys are walking, and so there's 4 of you, right? So it's Corsair and your entourage, right?
I should say that
Bob. Bob is
Dags,
with you,
Dags and Bob are kind of hanging back a little bit. They know
Okay.
where they need to be.
Okay. So you guys walk through it. It's about late afternoon at this point after all the transformations. It's like getting 5 o'clock-ish sort of thing. By the time you guys finished all your talking and you're walking, and you come up to the Boar's Head Lodge, and what do you guys do?
Yeah, like I said before, I'm going in straight to the bar area. I'm gonna order an old fashioned and ask for service. Looking for like maybe renting a room or something like that.
Okay, so you walk up and people are definitely noticing. You hear the name Corsair. God, that's Corsair. That's Jack Corsair. As you're walking through, not too many people, but there are some people who are. You can see off in one far off corner. They're just sort of playing some sort of card game over there, and people talking, but definitely taking notice of you guys as you walk through the lodge up to the bar. And you come to the bar, and so the bartender looks up at you, and he sort of is taken aback. He's, "It would be my pleasure to help you, Mr. Corsair. How are you this fine afternoon? Thank you for gracing us with your appearance.
Silence.
I would like
Silence. I require a room. Your best room, of course.
Yes, we have we have a couple of rooms empty. We'll
No. I said your best room.
Oh.
And he winks at him.
You'll want the royal suite, I assume. That's I don't presume that
That sounds scrumptious.
He puts 30 gold onto the table, and he says, "I want your best room."
Yes. He motions over to someone, like he snaps his fingers. That would be 10 gold pieces, Mr. Corsair. This is far too much. And he pushes back. Actually, he pushes back not 20, but he pushes back 25.
Right. He's going to just motion for the rest of the crew to start walking upstairs.
And so, okay, so you see some people who were in the bar and were definitely some of the people who noticed you go out the door.
Okay. Does Dag see them coming out?
Well, where's Dags? You guys?
He was staying back. He's like outside. Yeah.
Okay. So you see a couple of people. So Dags, you're standing at the door as instructed, and you see a couple of people come out the door. And he's like, "That was Jack Corsair. Are you serious? Yeah, I know who he is. I gotta go tell Borgat. They're gonna freak out when they find out he's here." So they just keep on walking.
Okay. Are we able to make our way upstairs then?
Yeah. So there's like a porter who was near the staircase to the left of it, and he's actually at the staircase by the time your entourage gets there, and he looks at all of you and smiles.
Take it all in, honey.
Stand aside, boy.
Hello, sweet thing.
Is he looking at my legs?
Yes,
No,
Kayleesha.
I'm averting my eyes.
He's looking
You can
at
look
your
at mine.
legs.
I prefer not to, thank you, Mr. Corsair. Oh, welcome to the Boar's Head Lodge. What an honor it is to bring you to the royal room. It's
All right then.
please follow me.
Take a deep breath. I understand you're in the presence of me, but let it all out, and then let's carry on.
Zaphod Beeblebrox here. All right, so he walks upstairs, and you guys follow, and so you've passed 6 rooms on sort of the right-hand side, and then as you guys saw from the bottom part, you have the railing and like the safety railing that Star Wars doesn't have, and you guys walk past that, and as you're walking towards, he's leading you on, sort of recessed into the depths of the second floor. This whole area opens up, and you see there's a second bar there. There's a few bar people working, and Irshc, you see the 2 people that you saw go upstairs, and the rest of you, because of what Irshc told you, you see the 2 people that
And my
were,
super awesome
downstairs.
Drawings.
Yes, it was your roll 20 drawings, and you realize how perfectly on spot they were. They could be you could be a police artist, and they're just sitting at a table, drinking and just talking, and they look back at you and it's just like they both roll their eyes at you, and then the porter leads you to this first room on sort of the right hand flank of this open area, sort of mirroring the left hand side, but the door structure is a little bit different. So he opens up the door, and he's here we are, Mr. Corsair and friends. This is the royal room. And so you walk in, and it's one queen size bed and one single bed.
Okay. He's going to say, I require a do not disturb tag for my door and towels. Lots of towels.
What are we gonna do with the towel?
They shall be brought up immediately, sir. You did ask for the royal room, and I will show you why it is so. And so he closes the door, and he walks down, and sort of opposite the queen size bed, the wall, he just sort of depresses in, and the wall shifts to the left and opens up into a second room that has 2 queen beds and an entire like a double wide basically. And
nice.
this is the royal room. He goes, there are double the amount of towels in this room as well. If you still require more towels, I will have them brought up immediately and won't ask any questions.
I noticed there are no small chocolates on my pillow. What is the meaning of this?
Clearly an oversight, and
Forget it. Forget the chocolates. All right, just bring me my do not disturb tag.
Chocolate, and I woke up and I thought I made doo-doo all over myself.
Thank you. Bring me the do not disturb tag for my door. I gotta say, you have to make this like a character after the fact. Like this has to be a reoccurring thing.
This hurts because I'm dying.
This is fantastic. I absolutely love it.
Oh God.
So he backs out, bowing as he sort of retreats from the room and closes the door. And you hear like of course he gave you the key, right? Mm-hmm. And you hear that you see the door being locked, and then just few short seconds after, you hear or you see the door handle sort of jiggle a little bit, and then you don't hear anything after.
Okay. So I guess let's get the plan underway. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I whisper in Venestra's ear. I'm
Urshina.
serious. Why do they need extra towels?
Oh boy, are you in
It's just for show. It's just for show. Calm down. And you hear like Trixus' voice.
So what are Dags?
Sweaty.
What's Dags doing right now?
Dags is just hanging out downstairs in the common area with Bob
so he's inside now
floor.
At least.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Dags, I'll just sort of play you as a side. Well, not play you. You know what I mean? Like, so we're shifting the scene to Dags, and so you see as you're just hanging out down there, doing what you're supposed to, because I have no idea what you're doing. You see like the din and the amount of people in the lodge is like quickly filling up, and you're hearing the name Corsair being mentioned.
Okay. Yeah, we need to get this rolling before we get too many people coming in.
Okay, all right.
That's good.
Right.
Okay, so okay, I can do this, you guys.
You can do this.
Okay, Irshc I believe Venestra
you didn't change your name on your okay. I was gonna say, if you had changed your game tag on your window, I would have been like, "Wow, that's impressive."
Urshina. I assume it's Urshina.
You hear a knock on the door, by the way.
Okay.
Well, Venestra. Okay, Venestra. I'm going to cast a spider climb on you. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
And I guess you're going to cast it on Irshc.
Look at Charles' face. I love this.
I'm going to cast Spider Climb
honey.
on Urshcina.
Okay, so Venestra does that, and then I cast Spider Climb.
You hear a second knock on your door.
All right. Well, while they're doing that, Trix or Jack Corsair is going to answer the door.
Okay, so you open the door, and to the female's porter's surprise, Mr. Corsair, the towels that you asked for, and then she's sort of looking sort of behind you while handing you the towels.
And he says, "Thank you."
And you both are waving. My God, that's so creepy.
He like unbuttons the top button of his shirt and like winks and like takes the towels. And then just closes the door like awkwardly slow.
So as the door closes, all you hear is slow steps to the left.
I take my glamour weave cloak out of my bag of holding, and I attempt to.
You cast. What did you cast on Venestra's spider?
So
Spider
Venestra and Urshina have spider climb.
Yeah.
So both Kayleesha and Venestra have that as spells or cantrips or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I just
Alright.
use, yeah, it's a spell. It's a spell slot.
Yep.
Yeah.
All,
Okay.
all of this is above board. We planned all this.
All right, I'm just trying to keep ahead of the story that you guys are building.
Yeah.
Just witnessing. That's all.
So we have so far we have 3 very attractive, lucid women who are dressed to the nine as ladies of the night, and one very handsome Jack Corsair who is slowly taking a few buttons off his shirt, and that's and then 2 of our ladies now have spider climb.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I try to cover my midriff with the glamour weave, which right now is like swirling with moons and stars all over it, and Venestra smacks me.
Stop it! You're supposed to show a little skin.
Don't you think I'm showing enough skin between my skirt and my knees?
Not at all. You could totally show more.
Oh, I feel naked.
Oh, you're fine.
I
We're-
say you embrace it, because I just feel beautiful as hell.
Inside and out. And Irshc
Alright.
is a half orc, you said?
I
Yeah.
imagine like orc or half orc or something, because
yeah.
I mean that
Yeah.
just fits the character
That
right
does.
now.
And
It
he no
does.
longer smells.
He smells
See, now-
very nice.
My original thought was to make him like a bunny lady for like a Playboy bunny kind of thing.
Mhm.
But I mean, this I love what's happening
I
right
want
now.
to call
Material.
him Vera so bad. I want to call him Vera.
Vera
So
goes
bad.
You
Um,
have much smaller breasts than I do, though.
Dags, downstairs you notice 2 Protectorate guards come through the door,
hmm
and they just come in, nothing too obtrusive. They just come in and just sort of hang around the door and just sort of surveying what's going on in here.
All right, he's gonna keep an eye on them, and Trixus is gonna motion that like we got to get moving on this. We don't have a lot of time.
And
I
you
can
hear
do
him
this.
say, "No, it's several people have said that Corsair is here.
Yeah.
I don't see him. Yeah, well, he's apparently here. Look at this place. This place is never this full. This place is a dump. I'm surprised it hasn't gone up in fire yet. Not that we would stop it either. Well, we shouldn't, because it would probably do the entire community a service. Yeah, but the fire would spread to the next house and the next house. Next thing you know, we got a whole bunch of houses on fire. That's a good point. So they're just having their own conversation there.
All right, so Trixus is gonna lead the ladies out into the upstairs area, and he's gonna try to engage with the leader and the henchmen, the merchants. He's gonna try to do it like as casually as like possible, and like just kind of are they sitting at like a table or something?
Yes, they are.
What are they doing? Like what's
They're
going
just
on right now?
Literally just sitting there talking. There's another couple of people up there that are having their own sort of conversation, and there's a gaming table at the back corner
Okay.
with the croupier, as it were, who's not
Okay.
doing anything because there's no one there.
All right, so
Yeah.
before we get out into the room, he's gonna press a small vial into Kayleesha's hand.
Like a potion of some sort.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky Bailey's! Oh, that's the best.
It's really the best.
And
Potion
then
of alcoholism +2.
and then he's going to go over and try to engage with the 2 merchants.
So you guys come out of the door and you hear literally a gasp from the first floor. Oh, there he is! Oh my God, Corsair! Corsair! Yeah, look! Who are they? I don't know. Is that a half orc? I think so. Oh my God! This massive,
I think we broke
din.
Charles.
Yeah, I feel like I'm outside the Matrix. But yes, you guys have made yourselves present, and everyone. You guys at this point have noticed perhaps a 50% increase in patrons
Okay.
in the bottom since you guys have arrived, which is maybe close to an hour by the time you guys all got your stuff done and talking and all that kind of crap and the towels. So we're approaching at like 6 o'clock at this point, and
Okay. So he is going to approach them, and he's going to take an empty seat, like pull it out away from the table, but then like sit on the table, and then like put his foot on the chair, like being all like suave. Like he's gonna like direct his like look at the two of them.
Okay, so one stands up and puts his hand on his sword, and the other guy who's not standing up just puts his hand on his arm.
He's gonna like put up his hands like I'm not doing anything, and then I motion for the ladies to kind of surround the table, and he's gonna say, "Hey, noticed you guys were up here. You know, you guys having a fun time tonight?"
It was much more fun before you got here and your harem. And you are doing something. You're disturbing our table. There's several other tables you can sit at with your friends.
I don't suppose you're the gambling type, are you? And he like rolls some dice on the table in front of them.
I've been known to play a game or two. I'm not very good, but I enjoy that. I don't want any of the sideshow. I came here for peace. I was approached by a derelict when I first came in here, and we had to retreat here to get away from him. So the last thing I want is all of you.
I assure you, we have nothing but the finest here.
I'm gonna walk up to the henchman. I want to try to ease his standoffishness, and so as I walk up to him, I say, "Do you like fruit?" This is why I keep my figure so well. And you know what else I can do? I love banana.
Come on, that has to be a natural 20 on something. Wait, Charles, watch. You have to watch.
I bet you would like to see.
It's a banana.
I can't. Oh my god.
And you are the cutest one out to walk.
I'm going to go over to the guy next to.
Let me just check to make sure my family's not watching this.
Okay, so how many dudes? It's two dudes, right? It's two guys right there, right?
Yes, we
Okay,
got the
so
leader and the henchman.
He's got one, and you're gonna. Which one are you going? Are you walking up to another one?
I'm trying to gamble, like trying to ease up the leader guy, and then Irshc is trying to soften up the henchman.
How about but Kayleesha and we should. You want to tag team on this other one, or where's she going?
I'm going to set you guys up.
Irshc, can you roll an intimidation? An intimidation.
Intimidation.
Hey, it's a half orc. All right,
swallowed a banana.
Who just devoured a phallic banana, and his boss is sitting right beside him. So yes,
that's got to be a natural 20.
I mean, I'll give him +2 for the fruit at hand. But what did you roll?
And that's 27. You could keep your +2. I'm just saying.
Now all I can see is
I was choked on that banana.
So basically, you're Pip from Napoleon Dynamite at this point. I'm sorry. Okay. So you rolled 27. Are you plus bonuses?
I was at 25, and you said +2. So
okay. So you do this display.
He gets an instant boner.
And
under the dress.
Not only that, the leader guy looks
talking
over.
about the henchman.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't give Irshc any.
Urshina
Bonaparte.
doesn't have any.
Oh, that's right. He's got
Yeah.
full. He's anatomically correct. I apologize.
Yes.
The leader looks over at the henchman and nods approvingly. And so the henchman throws up this sort of like sort of gimpy smile that
I knew you.
he may actually not have to pay for attention tonight. So he's quite happy.
Okay, so at this point, he I forgot my character's name. Trixus is going to he's going to give the hold on 1 second to the leader guy, and he's going to walk over to where the stairwell is. And can I see the guy who lets people up and down the steps from here?
So now what you see is a much larger half orc actually at the base of the staircase with his hands behind his back, just sort of looking around because there's so much interest right now.
Okay.
There's
So
much people here.
I'm gonna give him the snap my fingers to get his attention in a real snobby noble way.
Okay. He looks up at you and okay, roll a charisma.
Okay. Charisma. What kind of charisma? Like an actual
Charm. You're trying to impress him right now with your snappy fingers.
I'm just trying to get his attention. That's all.
Right. So just, yeah.
Okay.
It's nothing. Just like you roll. Just to there's an effect that.
17.
Okay. So you snap your fingers, and he looks up at you.
And he's gonna point over to where Dags was sitting in that general area, and he's gonna say, "The guy with the wacky, scaly face, that he's with me. He needs to come up here."
So he just looks at you, not impressed at all with who you are, and he motions. He turns away from you. He motions to someone off you don't see, and this other sort of lackey that you sort of quasi recognize from the lodge comes over and this in front of this person, this half orc, and he speaks obviously, and then he's like, okay, and then before the lackey leaves, he's looking up at the staircase and he's like, and then runs away, and so shortly thereafter, Dagon comes up.
Okay, so Dagon is going to he's gonna use he's gonna come up over to you said there was a stage area, right?
Yes, so you've got some tables, you've got in the left hand corner of this sort of private area, this VIP area is a stage of sorts where a bard or some sort of performer could do. The opposite side is where the gambling table is, and the croupier is just standing there waiting. Yes.
So you said it's later in the day, 5, 6 o'clock. So it's getting a little darker.
It's getting it's close to 6 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, he's going to cast Minor Illusion cantrip to form a table in front of him, and then from what we see is it's like a DJ table. And he's going to then cast Minor Illusion again to make the room kind of stroby, maybe some hues of red and blue flashing, and it's going to turn into a nightclub-ish strip club vibe here. And then you see him rubbing the table, you see him making some beats on the table.
Okay, so let me bring in the universe now.
Dancing, and I've come up against the wall next to Mr. Henchman, and I start twerking. However, I am standing on the wall.
Because he has spider climb. I nudge Venestra, and I say, Venestra, I want you to go first because I need you to go first.
Just free yourself, liberating.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. So then
Okay,
Trixus is going to
so-
go back over to the leader guy.
Okay, so first of all, let me set this. Let me bring it into the universe, first of all.
Yes, please.
So Dagon Ra comes up begrudgingly past the half-orc, who's not impressed with any of you at all. But that's his job. So he walks up, and Dagon Ra casts this, and suddenly all you see, including these two people, dancing fairy lights in
Yes.
the ceiling of various different colors and sort of flickering in intensity, giving this sort of strobe-like effect. And in front of Dagon is this table with various wind instruments, with a pulsating sort of lung sort of thing, like you would do in a hearth, in a someone who forges metal.
Yep.
They have these things, and so it's actually powering several types of different wind instruments, and he's playing these various instruments with these two different lungs, sort of producing this beat like and these dancing lights. And so first of all, what you hear from below on the first level is, oh, look at that, it's a party. Oh, God, I can't afford it. Do you have money? I don't know what. It's Corsair. He does this all the time. Oh. And the two people at the table are looking around like, what the hell is going on? The henchman, of course, is fixated on the spiderling now on the wall.
Yeah, right he is.
Somewhat interestingly, fashioning his ample bosom at the same time, enticing the henchman, and the
Whatever I
leader.
could keep as well.
The leader, who has the beard, is not really impressed with this distraction. The henchman, of course, is completely enjoying this entire thing.
Yeah,
And,
he Trix definitely notices that he's not about the party life, so he's gonna kind of put his arm around him, like not in like a threatening or like just like not even like barely touching him. He's like, why don't we go over into the corner over here and we'll play some dice together, just me and you.
And he looks outside the window for sort of an estimate of time. He goes, fine. This spectacle annoys me. I think I've heard of you. You're Corsair, are you not?
Yep, the one and the same.
Yeah, I've been to Tempest Bay several times and heard your name in different circles. And I can tell you, I care not for your type of lifestyle and your entourage, but
Well, you know,
I do like the game.
Between you and me, I mean, don't let the others hear me say this, but most of that stuff is just a lie. It's just a facade that I put on, just a show.
I understand.
All
I do
right,
much
so
the same.
so we're getting kind of like getting a little like bro vibe here, and we're going over to the table, just casually shooting dice, and we're waiting on. I wave Kayleesha over to me.
He says, I don't want anybody else here. What?
No, just
But
give me a moment.
My friend-
Kayleesha,
yes.
Oh my God, it's a strawberry.
Strawberry. I can do a strawberry.
I was kidding when I said Kroger before, but you guys were serious.
Isn't it attractive?
And meanwhile, Venestra is sitting there going, "Oh my God!"
And I whisper over to Venestra, "Sprinkles taught me this."
I'll be like, "Of course she did. Of course she did."
you see Trix just like face palm himself, like, oh my God.
And
I
so
have
the guy
another
says,
one.
So what is Kayleesha doing? In her form, she's literally standing at the table, seductively eating strawberries. Is this what she's doing?
Eating
Yes.
strawberries, I
Watch
think.
me eat the strawberry.
Give us a kiss, love.
Trix is kind of like cringy, like My dear,
Look at
please,
Skin.
please, fetch us some drinks, please.
All right. All right. Do you want the skin first?
He looks
The
at you and
strawberry
says,
skin?
Throw the fucking skin.
if I have one more distraction
Okay,
from your
okay.
entourage, I will leave. I have no patience for this type of distraction.
All right.
Yeah, Trix is gonna give her a little more of a serious look now. Like, please
Okay.
go get us the drinks.
I'm going. I'm going.
So this was voluntary? This strawberry. God.
This was all them. This is not me in any way.
You guys are turning the Boar's Head Lodge into Studio 54.
Damn right we are.
Venestra, what are
I
you
told
doing
you
in the
that.
meantime here?
Oh Lord. Well, she's watching the other two make fools of themselves.
I guess you can like double gang the henchman.
So
there.
I want to go over there to the other henchman, although he does seem to be enjoying
Yes, he's
Urshkina's,
he's enjoying. He's not. Yeah, he's enjoying.
he's liking it. So I'm gonna sashay over to him.
okay. So
Kinda- I can't even.
He's on the ceiling doing that.
I pride myself on staying in character.
But the orc, he's so like tall, like from his he's like face to face with the henchman because he's
on the wall.
ceiling.
But he's on
Yeah.
the wall.
He's on the like up on the ceiling, but the orc is so tall that he's like face to face.
He's like
Will you be my
a mirror ball in his face.
I could be yours.
And like she just like casually just keeps dropping her tits like on his head.
They're huge. We cleared that up outside of the game.
You
They're
that was
giant.
your first request. That was your first request. I'll give
Yes.
that to you.
They're
And
massive.
you're wearing a very ill-fitting brassiere, so it is not helping them at all.
He's not. It's not supportive at all.
These
So
puppets don't stay
while-
in anywhere.
while all this is going on, you see all of you at the same time. Up comes from the staircase area are the two guards that came in, just sort of standing at both wings of the rooms, not doing anything, just
Okay.
just sort of hanging out.
Okay.
Well,
So Venestra, you what are you doing?
I'm over there by this other henchman, and I put my arm around him, and I'm just like, so what brings you here tonight?
So so he's looking up and looking down and looking up, looking
And
down.
then all of a sudden he
And then he
feels
looks
a
over at his,
ghostly.
he looks over at his boss and realizes
He
his boss
feels
is not
a-
feeling.
Do you guys remember like those old double mint commercials?
Yes, yes.
That's what's happening
Yeah.
right now.
He feels a phantom mage hand put a little pressure on his thigh. So
Venestra, how will we
I-
take this guy aside and turn him into our own personal pretzel?
Erskine, we must take a little pity on him. He's probably feeling a little overwhelmed right now. Oh, baby. I know my friend over here. It's just it could be a bit overwhelming. Let's take this a little bit slower, shall we?
I'm at the bar getting the drinks.
You're gonna make this poor guy's head explode.
So the henchman looks at both of you and is just looking at you stunned, and he's constantly looking back at his boss, and his boss sitting across from Jacques, of course, looking over and doesn't see anything outwardly, and he notices the guards, and he motions to the guard, one of them at least, and the guard comes over, walks by this display that you guys are doing with the henchman, and stands at the table, and the man says to the guard, he says, "Is there a problem here? We've paid for the rooms. We are allowed here. Why are you here?" We don't need any of your presence. And he looks down at Jacques Corsair and says, as per an arrangement that Mr. Corsair has with the Protectorate, we enhance his security in certain situations. We're here to make sure that his evening goes well. And he turns around, walks back towards the right-hand corner.
Nice.
And
Meanwhile-
when Jack sees him like walking away and like the henchman kind of handled the situation, he kind of just gives a big thumbs up to them, but has no idea what's going on.
Because you don't.
Meanwhile, Venestra is going to crab walk up onto the wall and decide
Get up there, baby.
to do a little bit of, like some like sexy yoga moves on the wall. I'm gonna
Again,
do
surrounding
some,
the henchmen.
Yep.
Yes, and I'm going to like do some downward dog where my ass is in his face.
Stretch your pants, am I right? There's so much you can do.
You know,
Did Kayleesha come back with the drinks yet?
I'm here with the drinks, and
Okay.
Thank God.
yeah, I did what I had to do.
Okay.
So here I took it upon myself to get. I didn't know what anybody wanted, so I got you all some rum punches. Are these good enough for you?
That'll do fine.
Okay, here you go. And I
Okay.
put down a tray of rum punches and
Trix is gonna look over at Kayleesha and like slowly like start to like reach for one and like look for like a nod or a shake, and it'll reach over towards another one, wait for a nod or a shake, and then reach over for another one, and then he picks up that one, and then he puts the other two, one in front of the henchman and one in front of the leader guy, and he like puts it up for like a cheers.
Sorry. Great. I just disappeared. That's wonderful.
and I'm gonna go up to one of the henchmen and say, "Would you like to drink your rum punch off my elbow?" In my sexiest way.
Trixus cringes so hard you could almost hear it.
I'm just gonna go sit
My
over
elbow.
I'm going to go over to Kayleesha and say, "Wait, she meant I'm gonna pour it like into my boobs. And, like, would you like to have a drink from the well right here?" And then he's gonna like I'm gonna motorboat him while he's taking a drink out of my corset here, that kind of thing.
She does have some really beautiful elbows.
That's not
It's
what
like-
I meant, though.
You should see her weenus.
It's like the most. Jesus Christ. It's like the most good aligned offering of a body. Here, the most part of anybody's. You want it?
I'm waiting for you.
Okay, so the guy
Not
sitting
much
across
weakness
from
on that elbow.
you don't know where that elbow's been. So the guy sitting across from Trixus / Jacques, he says, "You're private security. That's quite impressive to have in this town."
Yeah, it was kind of an agreement I had with my dad that if I went to go party this hard all the time, that I'd let them follow me around every once in a while, but I just don't pay any attention.
Fine. Well, my associate there has seems to be attracting the attention of your entourage a little bit, and they seem to be quite interested in him. I'd be willing to let him have a little bit of fun tonight that he would spend the next 2 years indebted to me. If you were bring around your Protectorate guardsmen closer to us, I'd be comfortable letting my associate enjoy his
right.
time here.
I mean, I can let them sit. Is it okay if they sit over at the next table? I don't want them really crowding my space.
Oh, nor do I want them crowding my space. So yes, I appreciate that.
All right. So, knowing this information now, he kind of like flicks like that snobby like, hey, come over here, like snot nose like Brett wave.
So funny enough, they respond exactly to that. So they come over and sort of like double time it. And is there a problem? Is there a problem, Mr. Corsair?
Go sit over at the table and be quiet.
Yes. May we respectfully have a drink while we're here?
He throws a couple of coins on the table and tells them to go get a drink at the bar.
One guy looks at the other. Goes, I told you. You don't ask, you don't get. Let's go. So they head off to the bar, and
non-alcoholic.
Fuck.
You're on duty, boys.
2 twist shandies, please. So
I'm just finishing these strawberry skins and like I wink at the guy.
So he looks over at the boss, and the boss says, like that. So he's like, "We have a pretty spacious room."
No. I got the presidential suite. We'll all go retire there later and just continue having some fun. But for now, let's drink up and have a toast to the evening.
So the guy sitting across from me goes, "Okay, fine. I don't want to be distracted by this show that your entourage is giving. So as long as they keep not bothering me, that's fine. But for me, it's more of a release for me to get him out of and get them out of here."
And very
and
well.
You'll see, like, so as he's saying that, the area itself is starting to fill up a little bit more, and some people who are renting rooms here are noticing this show of what the hell is going on here, and go to the bar, get a few drinks, and then they walk away. But
Right.
Your area, this VIP area, is starting to see more attention now that the evening is coming.
Okay. So did the two of them take their drinks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
I sent you a text. I don't know if you got it.
What is this magic you use?
I sent you a vision through the calling stones.
Wow, calling stones. Okay.
Samsung stones. You know.
All right. So as the both of them drink from their cups, they're gonna have to roll a Constitution save.
The 2 guards,
The two that we're targeting at the moment.
Not the
The,
guards.
the guy and his henchman.
yeah, the leader and the
Yes.
henchman.
Let's get a second. here.
Yes.
Just gotta check their rolls here. Just give me a second.
It's a 1.
No, it's not 1. It's a 5 and a 6.
All right.
It's not
All
a
right,
1.
So as they finish, they start feeling a little groggy, and we keep rolling dice for a little while longer. And about a few minutes later, the leader guy just kind of face plants on the table and passes out. And you see the henchman guy. He's having fun playing with the ladies, and he just collapses on the floor.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God. I thought it
shucks.
was going to fall on my boobs.
Well,
Oh,
I would
Yeah,
like to say that
he face plants
held
right
in my
into
arm.
Kayleesha's boobs.
cleavage.
Get him off!
Get him off.
Venestra!
Venestra
Hey,
comes and
Put
lives
your
up
hand in my boobs.
We're not betrothed. Let me just say that the headman, the underling, didn't need to roll anything. He was passed out anyways because of all the attention he's been getting. Just saying.
Oh, he's
Blood
gonna
went
have
from
some
his head
hardcore. He's gonna have some hardcore blue balls for the next century.
He has a lot of spank bank material for the rest of his life.
Spank bank. Oh my god.
So at this point, when the two of them when they pass out, Trixus puts on a pretty big show of like he's gonna laugh and like pat the guy on the back and like, oh, these guys, they can't hold their drinks, and let's get them back to our room. And
Amateurs.
we're gonna
So
we're gonna
the two guards looked over when he passed out, and then he looks at you, or they looked at you, and then when you did that little move, they're like, okay, so they sort of.
I'm
back
gonna
off.
whisper over to Venestra, what's a spank bank?
You really
Come on,
don't know
Venestra.
that.
What is it?
Gross.
And Venestra is going to look at Kayleesha and go, it's an endless supply of fantasy for men's self-manipulation.
So it's like old-time Pornhub.
It's like when they want to tickle their pickle, Kayleesha.
You're just
Just out of
confusing her
curiosity,
more.
what's this spell called? Let me just. I'd like to be curious.
Oh.
Yeah, you
um,
know.
Trixus is gonna do like the
Okay.
arm over the shoulder and like holding the leader guy, and he's gonna start marching them back into our royal suite. And he's gonna have the girls, all the three of them. Well, I guess just Urshina would be able to
I
manhandle
got this hunk of flesh.
He like baby carries him.
So the so as you see, the guards sort of follow you guys, like the Protectorate, the two guys that were in the area follow you, and it's not very far because it's right to the left of this area. So they sort of station themselves casually with their drinks, one against the railing, one sort of against the wall, and you guys retreat into your room with Weekend at Bernie's guy under your arm.
Okay, so we put the two gentlemen onto the queen size bed so that they're right next to each other, and bind them completely onto the bed so that they have no way of moving.
How long does the potion last? Failing a Constitution or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean it says like an hour or two. I don't have it right in front of me. I think it's like an hour or two, but we can rouse them.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
like after we get them completely bound, Trixus is gonna take his no, he's gonna stay in his form. He's going to rouse the two of the he's gonna rouse just the leader. The henchman is gonna stay knocked out.
Like right now?
Yes.
Okay. So how do you rouse them out of the effect of the potion?
I just slap him real hard across the face, or splash of water to the face.
Okay. All right. So you just knocked him out. You're bringing him to the room, and now you're trying to revive him, or at least
Yes.
wake him up.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
The door, just to be 100% here, the doors are completely sealed and locked, and there's no going in or out.
Okay, and there's guards outside the door.
Right. You set
All
that
right.
up beautifully for me.
You're welcome. Just call me Fiddle for the next hour and a half. Thank you very much. All right, so you smack, and I guess there's no potion of. No, I've never seen that. Okay, fine. So you guys.
We don't
Do
have no
everything you
smelling
need.
salts.
Yeah, well, there's no potion to revival or that kind of stuff. There's like, all right.
Well,
so you guys-
they're just put into an state of unconscious. So any type, but because they're not
Stimulus.
injured or anything, they're just roused from it.
All right. So you guys rouse the guy, the leader,
Mhm.
with the
Yep.
beard, and so he's
And
like,
okay.
What?
Um.
"What happened? Why am I tied? What is going on? What is going on? What?"
So just pause there for a second. At this point, Dags is going to go into phase 2 of our plan, and he kind of like slowly starts to fade the music out, and everything goes back to its normal ambiance.
Oh, you mean like in
And-
the common area?
Yes. And then he is going to go downstairs and retrieve Bob, and the two of them are going to go to where the guards are guarding the our secret hideout at the moment. He's going to try to knock on the door.
To where you guys are at the moment,
Right.
Like, okay, so the
No,
guard-
actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk past that door because you said that this is a double room door, so there's got to
Yes.
be another door to that second part of the room, right?
there is, yes.
Okay, so the two of them are gonna go to that second door,
Okay.
and they're gonna give the special knock on the door so that they know that it's them to let them in. So now,
so-
like, we have the whole party back together.
Right. Okay, so what form is Bob in right now?
He was he took the form of a noble, like someone who knew Jack.
Okay, should have asked that before we walked in here. All right. Fuck.
Well, no, you forgot. We did do it. We did it when we were walking through the town.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Oh, you
And
did?
you asked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you asked and he did. You
all right.
covered the base.
I got all my P's and
covered it.
Q's here.
You covered it, Charles.
I
All right.
understand that Irshc Kayleesha's seductive.
Erskines. I don't know if I want to see Erskines.
The fact you keep saying Erskina is like so like
I need
that's
to
so
see that now.
Kayleesha.
I don't know if I want to know what Erskina looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like a really bad STD.
It's like a really bad Arby's roast beef sandwich.
I told you he's a
I-
half orc with blue hair and green eyes and double D boobs.
He's got.
I was gonna say, 'cause every time I
Carpet
hear it,
matching
all I
drapes.
hear is like Irshc Geyser, and also appropriate.
his carpet matches his drapes.
Stag carpet. Let's be specific.
Oh god damn it! Oh, okay.
Holy shit. Okay, so you guys
Okay.
hear like the shave and a haircut knock on the second door.
hmm
Exactly. That's an homage to The Sting, which is one of the all-time best movies ever made. On the second door. So who
Yep.
answers? Oh, Christ. Oh my God.
Can't even right now.
Trix is gonna motion for Venestra to open the door.
And Venestra struts up, opens the door.
And then Dags gives her like one of those like glances from like head to toe, like, oh yeah.
I'll be like,
And then he looks back down at the hall at the two guards, and then like when they look over, he's gonna give like that nod, and then at the same time walk through the doorway, so he like disappears.
All you hear is lucky fucker.
oh my Lord.
Okay, so now we have everybody back together. Yes.
Yes, everyone's in the royal suite.
Okay, and then
With the door shut.
I did this royal suite, man. You set this up so beautiful. This is
So
fantastic.
wonderful.
I'm glad to be of service to you because I hope I get a drink out of this because my God. And by the way, as you're closing the door, the second guard realizes that this royal suite actually spans 2, and so the second guard sort of moves over to the second.
Well,
floor.
we had the thing closed, so that there's nothing that you could see that there was like a double room there.
Yeah, but he went to the second door though.
Right, but there's like a split in the middle, though, right? There's like
There
a
is.
divider thing.
Yes,
Yeah, we
yeah.
closed that. So
No,
he would
no.
he still knows that it's a double room.
Well, because what this is like, so think of the facing the first floor is the railing, right? So you can see
Mhm.
up into the rooms.
Hmm.
You have a left flank of rooms and a flank of rooms. In between both flanks is this common area, the VIP area that we can call it.
Okay.
You guys just left there and went into the first door with
Mhm.
the henchman and the guy.
Mhm.
So the 2 protectorates sort of hung around that door.
Okay.
And because they know that Dagon Ra is part of your group, he
Okay.
walked into the second door, which is the connecting part of that room.
Okay.
They just moved to the second door outside.
Yeah. So Trix is going to he's gonna just crack the door open where the guards are, and he's gonna say to the guards, "Do you guys mind like waiting somewhere else? You're kind of harshing my vibe." And then just as that happens, Dags like does the beats and the lights again in the background.
We'll be at the other side. No one's going to disturb you. We'll be at the other side of the common area, sir. Mr. Corsair
Okay.
will be at the other side.
And just
So they
closes
move-
the door.
So they
Thanks,
move to
sweeties.
the far. Can I get a sentence out? Character.
No. No.
Sorry, I went and powdered my nose, and I'll tell you what, you get one of these boobs out, it's like hell trying to get it back in.
What were you doing taking your boobs out, Irshc Kayleesha?
They were already in your bra.
He said
You
run.
do what you do in the bathroom? No.
No, we don't play with our titties in the restroom.
Says who?
Personally,
Okay,
if you
so
were to ask me, that's just a waste then.
So the protectorate
No.
guards move. The protectorate guards move to the right-hand side of the common area. And
Yeah. Huh?
because, like I said before, I think I don't remember much actually, but there's no staircase down on the left-hand flank of or right-hand flank of these rooms. So there's only one staircase to get to this second level. So at the end of your guys' sort of curve of the rooms, it's a dead end. So there's nothing there. So there's no one
Mhm.
coming the other side. So they're just going to protect you guys from the right hand side. So you guys have your privacy now.
Okay, so I'm gonna have like everybody kind of like huddle around the bed and kind of look menacing as they can be in slutty outfits, and he's going to motion for Bob to come over and stand next to him, and he's gonna look down at the leader guy, and he's gonna ask him, so, my friend, what is your name? And he's got no more of that like that bratty nobleman vibe going.
So Kayleesha, you're going along with this whole thing, right? This is because this is part of your overall.
I'm cringing and just not saying anything and letting them do the talking.
But yet menacing at the same time.
As menacing as Kayleesha ever can be.
I actually have a pained look on my face, and everybody thinks it's menacing. Because I want it out of these boots and these clothes and this human.
Don't you want my elbow? Okay, he's gonna roll. So I'm assuming he's trying to intimidate him to get him to
gonna give him
reveal
the
his name.
people's-
He's not being intimidating. He's just very calmly asking what his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I tell you my name? As I'm bound on a bed and clearly been taken advantage of. And believe me, I have friends in this town that will help you pay for what you've all done.
Okay, so now he's going to be a little more menacing, and he's going to nod over at Dagon, and you see Dagon has like that wisp of like the black smoke come across his face with his black eyes, and like the flaming hand ready for a fireball, and he's going to look over. He's going to look over at Bob. He's going to look over at Bob, and like his face like shifts like really weird in like a monstrous way, and he looks back down at the leader guy, and he says, well, I have friends right here who don't care about what friends you have. So, what's your name? Let's start there.
So he looks at you, looked at someone else.
And mind you, he's got a like 7-foot angry looking orcish woman like ready to pounce on him as well.
Yeah, you forgot to add the adjective strangely attractive. Come on. I mean,
hey, Charles.
Carpet not included.
Charles, whatever floats your boat.
Brianna Tarth on steroids. Like Brianna Tarth. That's what he's got.
Yes, exactly.
On steroids. And is an orc.
And with blue hair.
Okay, so his name is Daryl. Is that what you said?
Durl. D-U-R-L.
Durl.
My name is Durl.
Okay. Durl.
I'm here on business that Tempest Bay helps with.
Right,
I don't know why you're trying to intimidate us. Why are you doing this?
The scroll, right? You're going after the scroll.
He takes a breath.
Right. So here's the thing. We need that scroll, but we only need it for a little while. So what I propose is...
How do you know that I'm picking up a scroll? How do you know that this is happening?
He kind of just waves his hand. Just listen to me for a moment.
He looks over at the henchman, and of course...
He points over at Bob, and Bob takes the form of Durl, and says, and Trixus says to him, Durl, we're gonna go and get that scroll for you, and we're gonna borrow it for just a few minutes, and then you can have it back, and then you can be on your way. The alternative is we just end your life here.
And Venestra loves death by 1,000 cuts.
Jesus, that was creepy. Oh my god, creepy. Jesus. What is your interest with this scroll? What?
Well, we have an interested party who needs it, and we want what they are offering us.
Just a second here. Just a second.
Well, shit.
It sounded like either a smoke alarm. Hey, when it's going live, we got it,
It sounded like there was a truck backing up or something.
It did sound like that. I'm always worried my dog's going to go outside and just start barking like hell outside the window here because it's the back bedroom. And she goes back, and the neighbor's fence is right here.
Mm.
Where did Durl go?
He said BRB.
BRB.
Oh.
All right, anyway. Come on, guys. This is a blast.
He can't hold his liquor. He's like in the restaurant. That's what the towels are for. Gotcha.
The towels are for sex stuff.
I'm gonna.
They're for jizz mopping.
Since the guys are gone for the moment, I'm going to ask Trix, how much longer do I have to be in these ridiculous clothes?
Just a little while longer.
And then I could change back into my elf self.
Embrace your
everything
fire
okay?
Alarm in my son's room. That's all. Just a fire alarm.
Oh,
I thought that's what I heard. I thought it was a smoke alarm. Is everything okay?
Yes.
Everything's good?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It was
He has a friend
incense,
over.
wasn't
The
it?
the door is closed, and they have a PS4, a PC, Xbox, and a light shining on the fire alarm.
Hmm.
It's a science experiment.
I mentioned that they're 13 years old. Okay. Guess what?
Open the window.
I'll just sit in my underwear that I've soiled. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Urshina will clean it up for you.
Yeah.
What she cleans it up with scares me, so I don't want to hear about it.
You don't want to know, and you want to know all at once.
Okay. Durrell looks at all of you, and especially after that last comment about the 1,000 cuts, and says,
Hold on. Listen. If you just go along with us, nobody gets hurt. You'll get your scroll maybe 15 minutes after we retrieve it, and we all go along on our way.
I need the original.
That's fine. You can have the original.
Of course.
How can I guarantee that it's the original?
You
I
have
don't
my
know
word.
you. Your word means nothing.
Well, that's
don't
all you
know
have
you.
to go on right now.
You could be
It's
dead
either
right
you.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Or you have my word that I won't start slicing your pretty little skin. One cut by one cut.
My gosh.
Very few people knew of this deal. Fine.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. You're going to give us full details on exactly how this meeting, this interaction, this transaction, everything is going to go down. And as long as there's no hiccups, everything will be fine.
I'm to meet Loros here tomorrow night at 6 p.m. at the table I was sitting at when you're... Sorry, I didn't actually know that. At the second table to the left from the bar. He comes in. He drops the scroll. I hand him the pouch. He walks out. Simple as that.
All right. Is there any secrets I need to know about? Secret looks, secret handshakes, secret bumps of the fist, or any bullshit like that?
No, who has time for that kind of bullshit?
So he just drops the scroll, I drop the pouch, and we go on our way.
He knows me, I know him, and he knows my henchman.
Okay, and you don't need to say anything to each other?
This is meant to be quick and
All right. And then does he see this pouch that he's talking about?
No.
Okay, and where's the pouch?
In my room. Where do you think it would be?
Okay, what room do you have?
Second from the right.
He's going to search him for a key.
Okay, he finds a key.
Okay, and he's going to hand the key to Kayleesha and ask her to go fetch the pouch.
The pouch. Okay. And I go, and it is
Probably
right
the
there.
worst choice, the most awkward one of you.
Open the
I come
drawer,
back.
No,
the socks, then I put the socks back perfectly. I open the second drawer. I look through the underwear. Don't find it. Put the underwear perfectly. 3 hours later.
Well, it was rolled up in like little
Right,
blobs,
he's traveling.
and like I gently folded them for him.
He's a traveler. He knows this. He's been here before.
Got
He
the
does-
scroll and
it's-
6 coppers she found in the couch.
It's all carry-on stuff. Come on.
I've got the.
She searched the couch cushions when she was in there too.
Yeah.
I
the
did
couch
not
was dead.
search the couch.
Coppers.
Okay.
All right, so if Kayleesha, if anybody stops you, just tell them that this gentleman here, what was his name again? Darren?
Durrell.
Durrell.
Durrell?
Durrell.
Just tell
Durrell.
them that
Got brother Larry.
Durrell needs his little blue pill and that you were sent to go retrieve it.
You got it. Okay, so I
Boing.
slink over to his room. Only I don't look like I'm slinking. I'm just kind of like.
Skunk.
So the guards that are there, the
She
Protectorate,
hears
look at you,
Menomina in her head when she's walking over.
and they recognize you as part of Corsair's entourage. They don't pay much attention, and they don't ask any questions. You unlock the door, and
Yeah.
you realize you have no idea where to look for this thing.
Yeah.
He wouldn't give us any information on where it was.
Well, you didn't really ask. You just said it was in his
Oh,
room.
okay.
That's not
I'm
you,
just
buddy.
saying.
Okay.
Yes,
Alright.
I get it,
Okay.
but it's not like he's going to leave a
Okay.
bag of gold.
Can I roll for
That would be
Investigation.
yeah, investigation, definitely.
all right. Come on, baby.
Urshina, please go check on her.
I got an 8.
Please go check on her. And he's gonna ask Daryl
Yeah,
where exactly he hid the
Hey,
the
Daryl.
gold.
Where exactly is this pouch? Because I know it's going to be a problem. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Where's the pouch, buddy?
He's oddly attracted to you, but it answers as
You're
It's
damn
under
right he is.
it's under the first bed. There's a loose floorboard. You slide it back, and the pouch is there.
I'm going to go catch Kayleesha because we know she's going to make this more difficult.
She's gonna booger this up.
Irshc finds me in the shower looking under the floor mat.
So actually, you're cleaning first. You're actually cleaning the shower because you thought it was a little bit dirty
I
first. So you clean
totally
the shower.
did. I
I
did.
knew this was going to
I-
happen.
I
Good thing I got
folded
the
the-
information.
She made his bed and tucked his sheets under the bed, like you would at the hospital.
On out of
did
the
all
towel.
that.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
my face hurts so much.
And like
Up to the floorboard, we got to move.
I went up to the mirror in the bathroom and I went, and then I wrote, "Have a nice day" in that, so that when he takes the shower and it cleans up, he can see it on the mirror.
Venestra would have drawn a dick on it.
I drew the penis down in the bottom corner.
I erased that.
Oh my god!
Or draw it on the upper corner where she can't reach.
Kayleesha was here for a good time. Call.
Don't call Kayleesha for a good time.
1-800-Kayleesha.
All right, were we able to retrieve the gold?
You were
Or
able to
the
retrieve it.
pouch?
Yes,
Okay.
and it's a hefty bag, by the way.
Now listen,
Okay.
Daryl, we've got you by the sack.
I like when we walk out of the room, I look at the guard and like with my worst wink ever, I'm like,
You wink with both eyes.
The one that you winked at looks at you like, ugh. It's sort of like, ugh, ugh.
And Irshc probably just says she has something in her eye.
Stop
She
what
always
you're
has
doing.
something in her eye.
Stop.
Okay, so you have the pouch of gold, and you're back in your room,
Okay.
and you found it. Fine. That's everything is in there.
Okay. So what time is the interaction?
Less than 1 day from tonight, 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
Simply to meet him at the table. I'm sitting there. I would have gotten there at perhaps 5 in case it was early. Enjoy a drink, and he walks in, casually sits down, has a drink. We talk. Slides over the scroll. I give him the pouch, and that's it. And I'm back on the ship less than an hour later, and I'm out of town.
Okay. So anytime he's speaking, Bob is actually reading his thoughts. He has the ability to read thoughts. So
Okay.
he's checking for any inconsistencies or anywhere he might be lying or anything like that.
I mean, everything he said is 100% true.
Okay. He is going to okay, so Trixus is going to hand the back to Urshina because she seems to be the most imposing figure at the moment. And he is going to make his way over to the door where the guards are.
Well,
And
they're
he's-
over
he's-
by they're not near the door at all.
Yeah,
They're over.
right. He's going to open the door just a crack, and he's going to like wave them over, and like
Okay.
the lights and the thumping is still going on inside the room.
One guard comes, one stays.
Okay, so he gives him 15 gold pieces, and he's gonna tell the guard to go back downstairs and rent our room for an additional night.
So the guard's gonna rent a room?
No, he's gonna go in for
Oh,
Corsair
so
and just like, hey, we need this room for another night, and he's gonna toss him the gold to go take care
got
of the.
you. Understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's fine. Done. Gotcha. I
Okay.
understand.
So now we have it for 2 nights, and then we have enough
Yes.
time to we can just bide our time here until the
there's-
next evening.
Yeah, there's nothing going on between now and the
Yeah.
drop. Yeah.
Duro watches Venestra play with her dagger.
But now to contend with henchman number, he's gonna wake up. That's
Oh, we have him bound.
They're bound.
Yeah, we have
I
him
have
like
rope.
rope
and
tied,
gagged,
bound.
obviously.
Yep,
Oh.
he's got a gag on, and he's got a sack over his head too. Like there's no moving this guy.
It's
And
not
then-
my gag. It was Venestra's, just for
And
the
then-
record.
It was Urshina's banana bag.
So,
Her
So-
her banana hammock.
His mouth.
so Durrell says during this time, whenever it happens, he says, "I don't understand all of this theatricality. Why there are 3 people in this town who knew this drop was coming. Yet here you are, Corsair. Let me ask you actually a good question. How long do these potions last?
They last, I believe, 3 hours. 3, maybe. Hold on.
3 hours later.
3 hours later.
6 hours.
So you guys have maybe 20 hours, maybe, to account for.
well,
What are you guys gonna do?
Well, after we get our interaction done with Durrell, we're gonna gag and put the sack over him too, so he can't see us anymore.
And just let him know that since so few people knew about this, we're obviously pretty dangerous. So I would suggest that this little thing that just happened here, you forget all about.
We got some
Or
serious
maybe not.
skills.
All of it.
I have a feeling Daryl's going to dream about Erskine for some time to come.
Yeah, we're gonna have after the conversation we have. I'm not answering any more of his questions. I'm just gonna gag him and bag him, gag him and bag him.
Yeah, because dreams also include nightmares, and I would agree with you.
True.
Sleep well, Daryl.
Sorry.
Okay, so you
friend.
guys are basically keeping him and the henchman in the royal room,
Yes.
rented for a second night,
Yes.
gagged and bound, so they can't
Yes.
make any moves or go anywhere.
Yes.
What if
And we
they
have a
to go
giant
to the
half-orc.
bathroom?
They can sit there and piss themselves. That's why we have
Ah.
towels. That's why we got the towels.
Would you like to clean him up, Kayleesha?
No.
Vanestra's not feeling guilty.
We got them bound up, and then we got a giant half orc standing guard.
Remember,
And we'll
Kayleesha,
take
you're
we'll
not
take
killing
shifts.
them.
I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of us in total, and we're taking shifts, like watching
Okay.
these guys.
Okay, so
Your mic cut out.
Sorry, I figured out that if my arm or my hand goes between my USB dongle and my headset, it goes USB not connected, USB connected. So you guys notice that
Dongle.
halfway through the night that the Protectorate guards swap out. So the
Mhm.
ones that were there, they leave, and then the second set comes.
Yep, and they're gonna hear the same oonts, 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 oonts all night long.
Wow.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats.
Even Venestra likes a little bit, she likes to.
So okay, so it's 2:00 in the morning of the next day. So you guys are 2-3 o'clock, maybe less than 12 hours, more than 12 hours, but getting them there.
Okay.
Who's on shift right now?
I don't need sleep, so.
Yeah, Venestra and I, all we have to do is meditate for 4 hours.
Yeah, we don't
Same
really
here.
need to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, none of us really. I mean, Trixus is passed out. He needs his 8 hours.
Yeah, he's getting his beauty sleep. The
Come
rest
on,
of
it's
us are just
12. Are you kidding me?
He's had a long
Venestra's
night. Okay.
playing with her dagger. She's just twirling around, doing her thing, and Kayleesha's fretting, and Irshcina's.
Playing with his own boobs.
Yeah, he won't be having those here soon.
When does my potion wear off?
I imagine it's gone by now. You said it's like later in the day on the second day.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
thank
early morning.
God.
It's like
Yeah.
2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, we're
So
back
you
in
guys-
our normal
So I'm
forms.
me again. I'm just
We're
in
elves
full-
again.
But you
guys
do
hear a
have all
knock?
your spells back again.
You guys hear a knock
okay.
on the door.
Wait, how long does polymorph last?
Well, that's a good
That
question.
might be days.
Oops.
Let me check.
Oh,
on
I
that.
don't think Irshcina would mind.
He seems
Well,
very
I
comfortable in that,
unpolymorphed them.
You'd be like, let me
because,
explore my feminine side here.
And by
Up to
explore, I'm
an
turning off my
hour.
webcam now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, Irshc is no longer an orc anymore.
Okay.
Irshc, you're
You
not
guys-
an orc anymore. Take your stuff off.
That has to come back, though. That hat, please.
Dude,
That has to come back.
High five. Virtual high five on that one.
That has to come back. And honestly, even though we talked about this, I mean, Kelly might have known, but we didn't know he was going to go all that into it. He did good.
I knew.
Yeah.
That was
great.
worth every single moment.
I
My
learned
my
like 5
my
pounds a night.
face my face
Came
hurts
live.
so much from laughing and
Oh,
smiling.
they're gone.
Oh, he's so disappointed.
One more left.
Pay for them. So you guys, whoever's on shift, here's the knock on the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Bob would actually be available as well, and he's going to take the shape of Jacques Corsair and answer the door.
Okay. And it's like recognizes one of the employees of the lodge, and sheepishly he says, "Excuse me, Mr. Corsair. I know it's very, very late or very early. We've had complaints from several of the renters tonight that the music is quite distracting to sleep. We understand that you've paid for the royal suite, but we do have other paying patrons. Apologies, sir. Apologies."
All right. Well, we'll keep it down, I guess. I didn't mean to play Bob there, but I guess he would be instructed. I'm so used to playing Jacques now, like that was like my reaction. But yeah, I think he would oblige them and turn the music down.
Okay. So you tone down the iron lungs for the wind instruments. Okay, so essentially we just fast forward to late in the afternoon the next day, because he said that
Okay.
he was planning on meeting, or at least getting ready to meet him at 5 p.m. the next day to be early for the 6 p.m. drop.
Okay. So we have 2 more. Okay, so what I was thinking was we have Bob take the form of Mr. Leaderman because he can just take the shape because he's a doppelganger, and then
Yeah.
have Irshc take the form of the henchman.
head.
Yep.
And I'll form the head.
So you have. So what's the? How are you transforming?
Yeah,
Here.
your skull. Who's zapping me?
What was
Um,
Venestra gonna do too? Wasn't she gonna take a?
Well, she's gonna. You have your own disguised self, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No, you had to use the potion. Okay.
Yeah.
I have one potion left. And you said, so I guess we could polymorph Irshc, and then Venestra can take the other, and then Trix can use disguise self with his racial trait, and then Kayleesha, we can have you shapeshift into.
I'm gonna pick my own shape shift this time. I'm neat out of these clothes.
She talk about me being salty. She's done nothing but bitch the entire time.
I was talking about the animal shape shifting, like a small animal, maybe.
Yes. I'm going to be a cute little alley cat. Just
Okay.
a cute little cat. And
Yes. And I'm going to drink the potion, and he's going to get polymorphed.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys are doing this like as like to the 5 o'clock time, right? Like as obviously like you're not okay. All right.
We got to maximize it as long as possible. So
Yeah,
we're not
Yep. And then we're gonna have Venestra, Trix, and Dagon assume the form of some commoners or noble people that are gonna just sit at the tables and gamble. And then Kayleesha's gonna play a familiar to either Venestra or Irshc, or probably Venestra. And then Bob is going to take form of leader, go into his position where he was told to go, and then Irshc is going to be the henchman, who's also going to be next to Bob.
Okay.
Come here, Kitty. Sit on my shoulder.
First I polymorph Irshc.
Yep.
So Irshc, you're immersed now.
So good. It's like Clark Kent in the glasses. Like, I don't recognize him. Oh my god.
So let's see. Irshc is head merchant.
No, I'm the henchman.
Yeah,
Henchman.
he's the henchman.
Okay.
Bob is going to be the leader because
All right.
he can assess the Thieves Guild with his mind reading.
All right.
So you guys set this whole thing up. You guys do your transformation. You head down at 5-ish, and you sit down, and you all have your positions at the various tables within, I'm assuming, striking distance if something goes awry. Bob is sitting there. Sorry, Doran is sitting there, and he's just drinking his drink as described. And in walks this unassuming person. Just looks around, sits down at the table.
Kayleesha.
I'm doing the cat nuzzle on you.
Sits down, motions to the waitress.
Like you better in this form.
She comes over and he asks for a straight rum, whatever. No, sorry. Ask for a straight
whatever,
Irish
right?
whiskey. A neat Irish whiskey for St. Patrick's Day. And he's brought it, and then he starts to drink, and he says to Doran, he says, "So, are we ready for the transfer?"
Yes.
I don't know, is he? You are.
Yes. Be ready for it. Are you?
Yeah, because he's Bob, right?
Yep.
Yes. I didn't realize that.
Jim Bob. I can remember either.
Why would I not be ready? I'm the one who'd be concerned that you're not. Don't worry. We have what you want. Fantastic. Where is it? So you see the Thieves Guild member just, as he's drinking with his right hand, he takes his left hand and slides over the sort of bound scroll. And he leaves it in the middle of the table. And he looks at Doran, or the Durrell. Oh, they both start with D. Isn't that funny? And he...
Double D.
that was Irshc before, not now.
Oh.
He takes a pouch and puts it in the middle. And at the same time, they both reach for both of their elements. They take it. Bob puts it in his pocket. The thief puts it in his pocket. He downs the rest of his shot, gets up, and walks out.
Without a hitch.
Without a hitch.
Okay.
And Bob is just sitting there drinking. He still has his drink. And no one is paying attention. No one's watching. No one really gives a crap about what's going on.
Okay. So at that point, I imagine we're all watching very intently on what's going
Absolutely.
on.
Yes.
And once the transaction is made, we all head back upstairs to the room.
Okay.
When we get to the room, Bob hands the scroll to Dags, and Dags has the ability to make exact replicas of scrolls and spell incantation or whatever this may be. So he's gonna make a duplicate of. Well, let's see what is in the scroll. What does the scroll say? Is it magical?
It is not, but it's sealed with a wax seal.
Okay.
Child's play.
Damn it.
Hmm.
We didn't think about that.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
Don't say those
Okay.
things.
Take a win
So-
when you can get it.
Hold on.
My strings feel like a third harlot.
Hmm.
So, okay, just to give you a visual, the scroll is a leather scroll,
Hmm.
and you can tell at the sides that inside this leather scroll there's a piece of parchment rolled inside the leather,
Hmm.
and the string there's two strings. The strings that secure the scroll, the string come up, and there's two like signets that have closed in wax seal the closing of the leather bound scroll.
Is there any way to manipulate this thing to open without giving away the fact that it's been open? Maybe a sleight of hand.
Maybe a little heat just to unbind the wax from the parchment.
Dags has plenty of heat.
It's
What about
wax.
like a
It doesn't take
carpet
much.
shop?
What?
What about a carpet shop? It's a little carpet shop.
I mean, you know,
There's no
you heard
halfling
the
here.
old. You heard the old steaming a letter over a pot of boiling water to be able to open it, with the adhesive. So we should be able to do
but
something.
these are two wax seals.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he just made that up.
Little
Actually,
bit of heat.
I didn't make it up. I did not make it up.
They
Full
weren't
disclosure.
sealed before. It was just wax before.
You guys,
And the
you guys,
seal is a big old penis on
you
the
guys
scroll.
didn't count the gold, but it was a hefty sack.
It's got a big
it was
old penis seal
quite the
on
price
an emblem.
paid for this. It's
Guys,
basically it's like the Luke Skywalker 77 figure with the lightsaber and the extra extruded plastic. Come on, it's a classic.
It's Kayleesha.
is this seal less than a foot long?
Absolutely, it's like literally a 1/4 inch wide.
I have mending. I can mend
Ah.
it.
Gotcha.
Yes.
All right, so
Yay!
Dags busts it open and takes a look.
Bust that bitch open.
I didn't plan it. I did not plan it. I
think it's great though. It's beautiful.
There you go,
Beautiful.
fucking beautiful.
This is how D&D works right here, y'all.
She's been going on about that mending spell for like ever, and then this is it right here.
This is it. This is it,
Got
baby.
mending, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna mend that wax seal.
So you crack the 2 seals to the least amount that you can, right? So you don't like make it too obvious. And you unroll this scroll, the leather bound, and inside there it's a scroll. And you see, the first thing you notice is that it's literally a drawing of the talisman that you guys are meant to give to Gilbo.
Mm-hmm.
It's a splendiferous drawing with details and like certain sections of it. And you start to read it, and you realize that it's some sort of page from a tome, a volume, some sort of book or a diary that explicitly explains what this talisman does. And the first entry that you see is it says, "This evil aligned item will only be held by the souls who are imbued by evil. All others will be followed by death." And then it goes on and describes how it was formed, how the bindings were applied to it, and it's basically it's a magical item that doesn't really have sort of like an offensive part of it. It's a complicated item that has it's imbued with the ability to bind people or to bind souls to it. And it's like hold person or gaze or like a mental application of whoever can use this can control others with it. So there's no offensive side to it. It's just it's a magical item. It's powerful, but you would have to know how to use it to make it worthwhile.
Does the scroll tell us how to use it?
No, it just describes how it was made and how it's done. And
sounds interesting.
The way that it's written, there is no way to use it. It's not a magical item that you can like force someone to do it. There's no action to it.
Okay.
And
so
at
it's
the bottom,
holding a spell?
Well, yes. It has the ability to constrain. It has the ability to sort of pull into itself and bind something to it.
Okay.
And at the end of the entry, you see it says that to those who can use this item or deconstruct it will be able to assume the power and apply it to a greater good of being able to control a larger element than this item. And at the end of it, it's signed Ganjor. Ghanjor.
Oh. We know who that is.
We do?
That is the leader of the Whispers from House Silverbane.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that dude.
And that's the big dude. That's the bad dude. That's the big bad dude,
big
right?
Bad dude.
No, he is the there's like different factions within House Silverbane. Biggs is the dwarf guy who is the leader, and then Ganjor is he's like the lieutenant of a different faction of House Silverbane, of the Whispers.
Okay.
And that's it.
So he's a big bad, but he's not the big bad.
Okay.
And that's it. So you guys get from this entry, whether it's a tome or an encyclopedia or a reference book of magical items, that this talisman, while powerful, is not necessarily something that would be an attack weapon it would be more of a magical item that either can be used in conjunction with other stuff, broken down, dispelled, something like that. That would be part of a larger use of this item, almost like Kayleesha and her bag of holding, literally, because she's got what we counted off 5 or 6 things in her bag that she's that there is sitting in there. If you could break down that magic and combine it, that's pretty powerful. So this is what this item and this element is part of something bigger, and it's signed by Ganjor, which should
It's no bueno.
No bueno.
Yeah, when Doug sees the name, he gets like that prickly, like the hairs stand up on the back of his neck kind of feeling.
And I
Now
don't like that.
this scroll doesn't have any magic to it, right?
nothing at all. It's literally an
So-
entry from a page or a book or something.
So Dags should be able to casually just make a plain copy of this journal entry.
It's the simplest thing to do.
Okay,
There's
so
nothing binding
he's
it, there's
going
nothing.
to make a copy, and then roll the scroll back up and hand it to Kayleesha to mend it.
And
I mend it.
as if it was never opened.
As if it
Fucking
was
well done,
never
bastards.
That was a beautiful cherry on top right there.
That's so gorgeous. Wonderful.
I mean, come on, are you gonna expect a scroll that's this expensive without a seal of some sort? And yet, the fuckers had binding.
Of course we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yep.
so it's as if you guys never opened it.
Yep.
Okay.
He's going to then tuck the original into we're gonna tuck the original into the leader guy's shirt just so he feels it there, and he like pats him on the head. He's like, "See, that wasn't so bad, now was it?"
Fine, let me out of here now.
And he does no such thing. He's going to motion for the crew to leave the room, and then he's going to flip that do not disturb sign to room service, and then we're just going to walk out.
Am I still a cat? I'm still
Yeah.
a cat.
Yeah, you're still a cat.
I'm a henchman.
I'm
You're
like
still a
going
cat.
to try to
Yeah.
scurry into the room and start pulling at the rope with my little cat hands.
And I'm going to
From the-
tell you to get your ass on out of there.
Start like knocking shit off the counter.
Yeah, before she leaves, she knocks over the glass.
He's like, I want to knock this glass off the counter.
Kayleesha,
I
Maybe like
became a
some-
woman, play with my own boobs. You became a cat, you knock stuff over, babe.
Okay, so you
And Venestra's
slide-
going to be like,
Yeah, we keep them bound, we keep them their eyes covered so they don't see anything about us, and we just leave, and I just flip the little sign on the door and we leave the bar.
I'm going to are we out of the boar's head now?
Just give me a second.
He's trying to figure a way to like give us the like FU at the end there.
No.
Maybe.
Yes.
I should say that once we leave the rooms, we're back in our normal forms so that there's no trace of them seeing us.
Nice.
Hey, look, I did the hat. I'm a ranger again.
So
Where'd that guy
Interesting.
go?
Just glad that
You
he
guys-
never
okay,
appears back
so you-
again.
you guys walk past the protectorates. They look at
Mhm.
you and like sort of questioningly, but don't there's just
Yeah.
nonchalant, like, okay.
You
And they
know
stand-
that you know that Dags has got to give them the mage hand finger guns as they walk down the steps.
Well, they're not leaving the steps because they
They want to know where
still
Jacques
think
is.
that Corsair is still up there. Okay, so you guys walk past the guards
Hmm.
and you walk down the stairs.
Well,
They're not
they would
following.
have no reason to think that he's
No.
in danger or something. Yeah.
No, No, they're just they're staying up there. Let me finish. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And
I can see those wheels turning.
you guys
The steam is just coming out your ears.
walking out of the fucking lodge with nothing. You guys literally walk out there like fucking Ocean's 11.
93
Boom!
He,
There it is.
he caught it. He caught it.
I take off the boots and throw them in my bag of holding. I'm just walking.
Do you have
barefoot
some
now.
moccasins or some slippers on so we can quit hearing you bitch about your damn shoes the whole day?
You know what? Let me check. Let me just check.
So you guys walk out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Guards are still up there. I want you all to roll a
Natural 20.
An intelligence roll.
Intelligence? Just straight intelligence?
Yes.
Oh, he's trying to fuck us.
Is that a straight up regular D20?
Yes.
12.
15.
Is this a saving throw or no?
Oh, wait.
Well, if you roll, I need you guys to roll over your intelligence mark.
13.
God, I don't even know. Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on.
It rolled over my wire and turned into it.
All right. Here's the big butthurt Charles getting one us over on us.
I got 8.
Who? Okay, so I don't have all your characters in front of me, but who's rolled over their intelligence?
I did.
Okay.
I got plus
So,
0 on intelligence.
As you guys are walking triumphant. I'll fix this by next game. My God. Sorry. As you're walking out triumphantly, Ocean's 11 style. So who rolled over their intelligence?
I did.
That's it? Okay.
What do you mean who rolled over? I'm sorry, I don't mean to
Did
sound-
you roll higher than what
Than
your
your
intelligence
intelligence
is?
Oh, I rolled equal to my intelligence.
That's good. Equal or above is a successful throw
Oh,
or
thank
successful
God.
roll.
Hold on a minute.
Venestra, do you have an inspiration point that you can use? This is probably an important roll. You should have one.
No, that
How
was
would I-
Shanti.
Oh,
Hold
shit.
on. Yeah.
I thought I saw hers had a marker on it. No?
Maybe I'm just being dumb.
If you look
think
up
of
at
a
your
previous-
top,
Yeah, her inspiration thing is highlighted. She's got one.
Where is it?
It's the right
Up on
next
the top. You'll see it.
on the top right of your current hit points.
Oh,
Yeah, her thing is highlighted.
yeah, I have it.
So if you would like to re-roll, you can use your inspiration to re-roll it. Take the higher number, but it's up to you.
Okay.
Probably
well, I'm
a
at
good
8.
idea considering.
So, do I just click on it and then re-roll?
Yeah, just hit intelligence. Just re-roll it.
16.
There you go. All right, we all
right.
got it.
So you all walk out the door, and at the same time, you realize that he said, "I want the item before the meet happens."
The item before the meet happens? What item?
Yeah.
ooh,
The scroll. He
He
never
did say
wanted the scroll to be in the hands of the buyer.
ooh,
Who said that?
burn, dildo saggins.
Yeah. He said he never wanted.
Okay, so okay,
Damn.
that's easy. It's an easy fix.
That's why I got you to roll, because
Okay.
I'm just saying.
We all just realized we're dumbass.
So Bob goes back
We
up
got a
there
lot going
and
on,
retrieves
though.
it and comes back down.
Okay, so wait a second.
I got a
Bob,
lot going on.
Yeah.
how does Bob go up there?
He goes in as as what's his face, Corsair,
Okay,
and
it's like 5:30 in the afternoon, and you
Mhm.
just walked outside of the lodge. He's going to transform there. He's just going to doppelganger there.
just like that split second between the doorway, he's just gonna go phew, like real stealthy like.
Go to the restroom and do it. I mean, it's like not a big deal.
The
I mean,
outhouse.
Okay.
Goes into the outhouse.
You old outhouse.
Okay, all right. So he literally walks out, turns around, walks back in as Corsair.
Yep.
Okay.
and we're counting on most people being too
guards are gonna
dumb
be
to
so
notice.
messed up.
They don't pay attention.
And he just walks right upstairs, grabs the scroll, and comes back down.
Okay. So you walk upstairs.
Uh-huh.
The
I
guards
don't see
look
why
at-
this is so difficult.
Well, because Corsair never walked down the
Corsair
stairs.
never walked
so now
out.
Corsair's
The
walking up the
guards
stairs.
are outside.
Yeah, so he's gonna walk up the stairs, and he's gonna look at the guards, and he's gonna say, "What? You guys aren't paying attention? What are we paying you guys for?"
I'm sorry, Mr. Corsair. It was him. It was you. You didn't look. You didn't see him.
All right, calm down. I'm just kidding. I was just taking a piss downstairs. I thought I heard somebody down there. Blah, blah. He just drifts off and goes into the room.
Okay. Who has the copy of the scroll?
Did we give?
Fina-
I guess Dags has it.
Right.
No.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He-
Yeah. So he just grabs it and leaves.
Gilbo just wanted the scroll before the buyer even had it.
Yep.
So you walk in.
Gotcha.
They're still bound.
Yep.
You grab the scroll out of wherever you put it and walk out.
Yep.
They're still gagged and
Yep.
bound. Okay.
Yep.
So you walk out as Corsair. Walk past the
Uh-huh.
guards. No issue.
Yep.
You walk out the doors.
Okay.
And as you're walking down, how is he still here? I didn't think he was here. Oh my god. You walk out the doors, and what does Bob do?
We go into the nearest alleyway where we get like some privacy, and he takes the form of some random hobo or person.
Okay.
Some rando in the village.
All right. So you guys have successfully retrieved the scroll. The merchants don't have it. And what's next?
Since we're on day 3, Kayleesha's going to remind them that we're just about out of time, guys. We need to get back and
Yeah.
Get that
Let's
out.
hightail it right over
I'll
to
tail it back, grab that talisman, and
yeah.
go find
Well,
Dildo's bag.
Dags has the talisman.
Did Dag have it?
he brought it with him.
Well, he keeps it safe. It's okay.
Okay, then let's just
Pocket dimension over there.
go see Captain Dildo.
Yeah. Let's go see Ronald McDildo.
All right. He's over at the prison.
He just sees like a whole crew of people coming in, like
We're all Ocean's
slow
11
motion. Yeah.
So you guys are like,
Venestra never changed her shoes.
11
She's still
and
digging it.
Reservoir Dogs. I mean, you guys are
Yep.
just
Oh yeah.
you guys are
Totally.
strutting it.
Yep.
You guys head over to
Venestra's still
Shadowlight
dressed
Prison.
Like a slut.
I am. I never changed my fucking outfit. I
You
still
never
like
got
mine.
I had
changed
to
back to
change
my
clothes.
face.
I had my
Yeah, I
change
like my
clothes in my
outfit.
Hermione bag.
I'm still walking in whorish with my damn shoes on. I just look like Venestra because I like this shit. I look good. I feel good in this outfit. Shit, I might go to combat in this shit next time.
You're still wearing the fishnets. And...
Yes, I can still kill somebody in fishnets. Who says I can't?
It's gonna happen now.
Fight. I am. I'm keeping the fishnets on for next battle. Seriously.
I'd like to thank you all for my move ring for tomorrow today because this has been unbelievable. You guys walk through the entrance of Shadowlight Prison, and the guards recognize most of you, and the fishnets are certainly an eyebrow raiser. But as you guys know, you walk into the right-hand side where Gilbo his office is, and so you walk in there, and you see that. Wait a second here. I forgot his name. Nope. This is supposed to be fluid.
Ronald McDickface.
No.
I'm gonna say hi, Captain Dildo.
Dolatan. No. So you walk by Dolatan's office. Remember, he was like the guy who your point person.
Oh yeah.
And you see his office is empty. He's not in there. And you walk to Gilbo's office, and you see that he's in there, and he's talking to the captain, and not the captain. Sorry, please, the high captain of the Protectorate, and you see he's talking to him, and Dolatan has his hands on the desk, and he's listening intently to the high captain, and the high captain looks over and he's like shaking his head, and his hands are up, like, puts him down. Enter. Close the door.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I don't know if you heard that or not. He says,
did.
I heard close the door.
We're in.
Close the
Door
door.
closed.
What is going on?
What are you talking
You-
about?
Corsair.
Uh-huh.
What has happened with Corsair?
Oh, sounds like he had a good time last night. What do you mean?
Dolatan. He looks at Dolatan. He says, "Here." He signs a piece of paper. Arrest warrant. Go. Now, please tell me you have this role.
Are you arresting Corsair?
He's just been accused of kidnapping one of the most highest captains of one of our biggest trade partners.
I always
Oh.
knew that guy
Next
was
day.
a dick.
Yeah, he seemed like a real fishy dude.
Feisty guy.
Had nothing to do with this. Correct?
I wouldn't hang out with someone like that of such, immoral character.
Nah, I heard he was into dudes or something, because like there were some ladies there and he was not about that.
Yeah, no, he was a little bit stiff. Except not for the chicks.
You in my 16 days as high captain, but 2 years as a member of the newly formed Protectorate. Nothing of this sort has happened at the Boar's Head Lodge until today.
Yeah,
How do you want
it's-
this
it's-
scroll?
Excuse me,
It's
with
about-
all due
it's-
respect, High Captain, is anyone dead?
No. And what
Was the
happened
blood
exactly?
shed?
I'm still trying to figure out what happened. Everybody had fun. We're all
I'm
good.
just-
Nobody
I'm just saying
died.
that-
So we got deniable plausibility. We got nobody dead. Nobody's even hurt. Sounds like there was a group of people who had a whole lot of fun. And for
The
all I know, that
original
those guys were really into like the whole binding thing and like the whole being bound up. Who
And
knows?
half-orcs, apparently.
Yeah, I mean,
We
sound
got
like
you
a great
the
like.
original scroll.
Hey, no judgment from us.
intact.
All I know is get your pen ready because I think we got some pardons that need signing.
And I think your little friend
So
needs
I
to be on that as well.
I think we checked all the boxes on your little mission here.
We did.
He looks at every one of you intently.
Oh, that totally just cut out at the wrong time.
He looks at all of you intently and says, "Where's the scroll?"
Dag is going to reluctantly place it on the table along with the talisman.
You offer the talisman before I offer you the pardon. I appreciate that.
No. He still has both of his hands on it. He's not releasing it. He's just showing that he has it.
Hand me the scroll, and I will sign your pardon.
All right. He slides the scroll over to him.
All right.
He still has his hand on the talisman.
That's fine. He opens his side drawer, puts the scroll inside the side drawer, takes this drawer in front of him, takes out the pardon. He looks at all of you. How many other names do we need on this pardon?
Okay, I have all of the names. Right
just
over.
hand him the piece of paper.
Fine.
No, I'm just kidding. Read them off. Do your thing.
Read 'em off.
Read
I
them
want to
off,
hear 'em.
because we want
I want-
to
I
make
want-
sure he knows. He needs to know. For
Okay, I
posterity.
want you to write down. Well, first, Kayleesha, because most of these things I had nothing to do with.
Oh, you did.
I hear
he's
that.
He's scrolling. He's writing on the pardon. He's
My
got
friend
many
Irshc
entries.
over here.
Okay, he writes that down.
Make sure you put my name on the top.
Slash
Irshc China.
Venestra, the wood elf.
Thank you.
Write it down.
Trixus, the deep gnome.
Okay, writes it down.
Princess Sprinkles, the deep gnome.
Writes it
Oh,
down.
she's a deep gnome too.
Eldrin, he was a wood
Wood elf?
elf. Yeah,
Mhm.
Eldrin, the wood elf.
Okay. Write it
Kazara,
down.
the Herongon.
Who?
Kazara.
Just
Why
write it
would
down
Why would I pardon a dead person?
because
He might be just mostly dead.
No, Kazara's not dead.
What are
What are you talking about? He's not dead. We found his body in the warden's house.
Hey, can you just do me a
yeah,
favor and write it
he
down?
Died. Yeah, he died. So,
His
Just
spirit
write
lives
it
on.
down.
Write it
He-
down, damn it.
Just
he
just
had
as
several
a
litters
What's his
and
name?
I'll write it for his
children.
family. Fine, I'll write it for his
Yes.
family.
Yes.
He
yes.
writes down Kazara.
Twitter, the Agricoca. Is that how you
Okay.
say it?
Writes it down.
Wait a minute, Joe.
What's-
Wait a minute.
Halfling. What
Name?
was his name again? Nero, the halfling.
do we really need to put his name on
Such assholes.
there?
Well, listen, Half Man has a bunch of our stuff. So
I have to admit, I like
Yeah, but
the
if we
little
don't put-
the
If
half
we don't put
hobo.
his name
I like
on there,
him.
then he'll be more likely to be captured, and we can get our shit back.
I don't know, but I like the little hobo.
Okay, this is totally up to you.
It's
Totally
the
up to
right
you.
thing to do.
All right,
It's
Kayleesha.
the right thing to do.
Even I can admit the little hobo is like totally, amusing.
Let's see who else.
Raven.
Fistfire.
Fistfire. Raven,
yeah, the
DJ.
monk.
Hans the Hands Gruber.
Raven.
Hans,
Raven, the
Hans,
half
yeah.
elf.
I guess you
Hans
put on
died.
Kira?
Edgar.
Oh
Kira.
my god, Kira. Yeah.
What about
okay.
Crack and Kark?
Crack?
Kraken Park.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
nice.
Kira the
He looks
Sun
at that.
Elf.
He looks at you and says, "I will reluctantly add their names to this pardon."
Thank you.
Good.
Mhm.
Signs off.
And let's see. We said Raven the half elf.
Edgar.
I think that's about it.
No.
Yeah, we had Edgar.
So if you
Edgar
compare
died.
this
Edgar
list
died.
to the people that you had on another list to arrest for whatever reason, do they kind of match up between each other? So I imagine you had to have a list to
Yes.
go arrest people. Do
There are
they
several
match up?
others that I would not have included on this list that you have named. So
Mhm.
this seems
But
exhaustive.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for pardoning myself and my friends.
So he signs it off, drops wax, takes his ring, slams it, closes it, seals it, puts his ring on it again, hands you the thing.
I will take that.
Thank you, good sir.
I
And-
blow on the wax to make sure it's
Yeah.
chilled.
What is this?
I'm holding the scroll.
Yeah.
It's a scroll.
She's got a weird like auditory thing. She likes the smell of freshly
Yep.
poured wax. I don't know.
No, I'm blowing on the wax.
Yeah,
to make sure
she's blowing
falls.
it. She's
Don't forget the cup of
she's
sack.
blowing it.
She's blowing on it.
Understand
I
this
Lauren
just
pardon.
loved it in my Hermione bag, okay?
Understand this pardon is Baldur's Gate wide. It will be distributed across the land. You will not need to open the seal. You have fulfilled your part.
Thank you.
And
All I say-
Dagon, go ahead.
All I say is one day, maybe tomorrow, maybe a week or a year from now, you have proven your worth. And for the greater good of Baldur's Gate, a duty that supersedes your bounty board.
Duty.
My God.
Eat that duty.
You said duty.
Sorry, I'm better. I'm
Fuck
better.
this whole
It
phone
was
speech
it was
part.
me and Kayleesha that caught that. It was
Low hanging
that
fruit.
We may call upon you for a service that supersedes the bounty board.
was- Okay.
So stay close.
You gonna pay us this time?
The rewards will be significantly bigger than what you've received from the bounty board. Believe me.
Okay.
Thank
And
you
then
for your service.
With that, he is Dagon is going to release the hand off the talisman, and then he's gonna lick his fingers and he's gonna put out the candle that's on his desk, and he's gonna turn around, lift his leg, and fart, and then with his mage hand, he's gonna flip him off and walk out.
Christ. Okay,
Irshc follows
God
suit
damn
and
it.
does the same thing. Irshc just farts and walks out.
Venestra.
Venestra turns around, lifts her skirts up, and shows him her naked ass. And then walks out.
And as you guys walk out,
Wait, I didn't walk out
all you
yet.
hear is
I
as
didn't
you
walk
guys-
out yet.
as you guys
Kayleesha
are
ain't walked out yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kayleesha
well,
didn't get her send off yet.
everyone else but Kayleesha walks out the door, and all you see Kayleesha is like, "What have I done?"
I go over and I reach in my bag and I say, "Here you go, Captain Dildo. I am so sorry about that.
I'm sorry.
Here's some lavender for you, just to
Please leave my office. My name is Captain Gilbo.
That's what I said. Oh, hi, Captain Dildo. Here is some lavender for you.
Dolatan.
Okay, I'm going.
Already
You tried to calm him. If my ass cheeks, he didn't like them. So what are you gonna do?
Aromatherapy. Why do you guys have to fart? It stinks in
I
here.
didn't fart. I gave him a nice view of my juicy peach. He should have liked that. He didn't like it.
It's much better than a fart.
I was trying to give him a favor. I guess that didn't
but
work.
when
He's so
when
tight.
Dags farted, it was like one of those that like rumbles and makes your stomach feel better, like the real obnoxious one.
Over here.
Is that after you ate all the cabbage?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Classic Dags.
You guys are footloose and fancy free at this point. And thus ends a price paid part 2. Everything's been achieved. Not one drop of blood has been dropped. Credit to the group, credit to the planning, credit to the gameplay, and credit to the role playing. This is what Dungeons and Dragons is. We hope you've all enjoyed it. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Credit to the Dungeon Master.
Yes, give the Dungeon Master his due.
Think about
Yes.
Dungeon
We
Master.
couldn't
Yep.
have all this fuckery without you. Come on now.
I'll take a small part of it. You guys made it amazing. It was fantastic, and we look forward to adding this type of adventure into our roster of fun. It's not swords and attacking, it's thought, it's planning, it's strategy, and brings out the best in all of us.
Absolutely. Join
Absolutely.
us next Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And we'll see you guys then.
That means
Pacific.
specifically at 6.
Pacific.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah.